injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. Dude, I'm behind you. I can see you texting on your phone. Put the phone down. You know it's a crime. In the state of Florida, it's actually a misdemeanor to get caught texting on your phone. I know you're going to claim you weren't, but either TikToking, Facebook, texting, I don't know what you're doing. But when you get home and you want to see a good TikTok, go to Kaufman Lind. For more information, contact me at whenyoudis.com or dial pound 546 on your cell. Office Orlando.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
Cinco de Mayo is here this weekend at Duffy's Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on twin tacos and margaritas starting at just $3. You heard right. Twin tacos and margaritas starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold margaritas and fiery tacos? Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo to win. Orlando's injury attorneys.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyoudis.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, May 3rd,
to 2024. Lots to get to today, from schools out forever to capture the flag hits college campuses, and the inevitable Britney Spears breakdown has begun. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello, you.
Hello, C-Lang.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What had happened, Sean?
We got a last-minute message. Believe it or not,
From
we
who?
do. We got a last-minute message. I checked right before the show. This is a last-minute message from that old lady that Sabrina just slapped.
Yeah.
Let's see what she said. Oh, wait.
What did she say?
That's not it. Let's see what she said.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody! Yeah!
Oh, what a time.
All right, we made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back. You did good, friend.
You saw that, huh?
I'm in a very strange position here at the moment.
Hello. Hello.
I don't like it when you can hear me warming up. I know it's my private time. That's my private time right there.
I'm impressed by how loud it was, Sean. Truly.
I got to get all the gook out. So right now, there is somewhere an errant microphone in my studio, and we can't seem to track it down. So even if I turn my microphone off, I'll turn my microphone off.
Right.
Tell me if you guys can still hear me, right?
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Totally
Yeah, no, we hear you.
it.
Hello, everybody.
It looks like you're pretty it sounds like you're pretty close to it.
It's a hot mic. I bet it's Mo's mic.
No, it's not. I'm tapping Mo's mic.
Weird.
My mic. There's an
Is it the
errant
mic by your
somewhere.
crotch?
No, there's no crotch mic. Hey, I can just do the show like this.
I don't think you should.
Your voice is going to be gone.
How do you feel about this?
I
Not
hate
good.
it. I
Yeah.
really hate it. I'm not.
It's awful.
Friday, everybody.
All right.
Man. So I don't know where that microphone is.
This is the part where you unplug everything.
Should I just wander around the room and tap on all the microphones?
Why do you have so many microphones when you're the only person in the studio?
I don't know. I got carried away.
All right.
I just kept going.
See if I can control this mixer from here.
So those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, I did, with a waiver sign, slap an older woman in the butt.
Yes. All right. So tell me how this went, because you were at the morning show. You were over at an event that they had, and you were amongst a group of ladies who were going to be slapping people for Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, and then it was for charity, and money was raised. But I thought that we had crazy broadcasts, and it was the first time that I got to see from the outside in a little bit.
Yeah.
And it turns out just all of our listeners, no matter what time they listen, it's nuts.
I don't know how they get crazy that early in the morning.
They
you know?
did, Sean.
I know.
Did so much slapping in the last 45 minutes.
How many people did you slap?
She
lost count?
7 to 8 people.
Wait, hold on.
I swear to God, the moment I got there,
I
had
to slap one person.
Nope. People had paid for me to also slap them, and before I knew it, I was trying to leave because I wanted to get here in time, and they were like, "Wait, we have 3 more people in line to get slapped in the face." So with that, I mean, it felt different. I felt energized, but also very bad for some reason.
What, you didn't feel good about slapping people?
I did it hard.
Hang on. You felt good about slapping me that one time. You seem to enjoy
Sean, that was
that.
almost 10 years ago. It's been so long since I've slapped somebody.
I know. It's been
She used to, and this, Jack asked me while I was there, he's like, "What's your price?" And I was like, "Well, back in the day, it was just a shot." Sabrina used to be like, Celine, I'll buy you a shot of Jameson if I could slap you in the face right now. And I'd be like,
doing that, Christopher.
You did it all the time.
I remember that.
And I would go, yes. All right, Sean, turn your mic off and yell.
All right, hold on.
Ready?
I did it. I'm a genius.
You didn't hear that?
Nope, didn't hear it at all.
You looked
What
wild.
was it? Where was the microphone?
It was the couch microphone.
All right, one more
it?
time. Just do it for everyone on the stream.
right.
Look at this idiot.
Stop calling me an idiot when I do what you're asking me to do. I'm trying to do what you asked me to do. God.
It's a funny meme. It's a funny meme.
Hurts my feelings every time.
You're not an idiot. You want to call me an idiot real quick?
Listen to the energy she put into "You're not an idiot."
There's an asterisk in that transcript.
Did you truly slap an old lady?
So she had donated for me to slap her in the face, and
she wanted you to slap her.
Yes, and it's cat lady.
She came up to me with the This Week in Florida shirt on and was like, "I want Sabrina to slap me," and I was like, "All right." Have fun.
I mean, she's gone to our events in the past. I've absolutely recognized her. We hugged, and then she gets on the stage, and I'm like, right to her face, I'm like, I can't slap you. And she goes, well, I do have a sensitive face. And I go, all right, well, turn that caboose over and let's do a butt slap.
Oh,
and that
okay.
is officially the oldest person I've ever slapped in the
You slapped her ass?
Oh, yeah, I did.
And she's not that old.
Hard.
She got old in her name or username, but she's not that old. She's just out there still living life. My God,
yeah, she
getting
is.
smacked in the ass by Sabrina.
It was a time for charity.
All right. Interesting way to start off your Friday. You gotta have some way to do it. So here you are.
Long road ahead.
9 slaps in, 7 slaps in, whatever the number is.
How many shots of tequila did you do?
I did little halfsies.
Whoa! Breaks.
What?
You were out there taking shots of tequila?
Well, that was the whole thing. Like, we take a shot of tequila, I splash water in the person's face, and then I slap them.
You said you did 9 slaps or something.
Right, but I did little, like, you know how
so you had 9 little shots of tequila?
Which equate to what? Maybe 1 to 2 shots of tequila?
Bigger your shots. 9.
They were tiny. They're very tiny.
Like a nipper, like a little nipper shot.
Not even, like enough to wet your lips.
They were like free sample cups.
Thank you, C-Lane. C-Lane was there too, by the way.
Wait, did he have shots too?
I'm not answering.
My God!
This is what you get for not coming back to HQ.
My printer is freaking out.
Oh,
They're knocking down the house across the street. I got 11 different issues that are popping up, among some other terrible things that I won't throw at you just yet.
Okay.
But all this
the teaser for later?
No. All this stuff going on, and I'm like, you know what? I wonder what Sabrina and C-Lane are doing right now. Little did I know the answer was tequila shots.
Listen, I was asked to do this a long time ago, but it was nice to turn around and see C-Lane parking behind me. I wasn't alone. And then Jack Bradshaw was there, and I'm like, boss?
Are you cool with this?
I think I don't know why it made me laugh so hard, but I think my favorite thing that happened while I was there was Sabrina was about to slap somebody in the ass, and Jack was like he was moving, like worming his way around to get the perfect angle.
Gotta see this.
And Russ on the mic goes, "Jack's a pervert."
Why does that make him a pervert?
For the record, he's not a pervert.
No, he's not.
Okay.
But it's just the way that Russ said it was really, really, I don't know, it got me.
Russ got slapped so much.
Yeah, I heard you slapped the hell out of him, just for the record.
It shook my hand. It gave me like that when you hit the funny bone, but throughout my entire arm.
Yeah, it gave him an existential crisis. Right now,
he
he's
was not
wondering
speaking words that last segment. I got to be honest.
All right, let's put our ears to the ground and figures on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to George Santos.
It doesn't look like George Santos.
That's right.
Did I call it or did I effing call it?
Katara is who it actually is. Uh-oh, I don't know if there's any cursing here. Hopefully not.
Hey, Club Condo. What's your favorite? Katara. After 18 years in the closet, George Santos pulled me back out. Whatever. Anyway, I hear you're a bunch of little freaks out there and you love to dance all night long like it's nobody's business. You know what? You gotta elevate it. Gotta elevate it. Risque. You gotta make it more fun. Where's the zhush? I have an advice for you.
I have an advice.
Out? Put some wigs on, get some boas, and go have real fun. Let's see who whips your hair faster, side to side, whatever.
This guy is an enigma.
This is something else.
He's the most bizarre person that's ever been in the political world, at least in the last 10, 15 years.
So this is coming out of Cameo. When we found out that George Santos was bringing back his drag queen persona, which, by the way, was unveiled by somebody. He had never shared it himself.
No, it was like an expose. They were like, George Santos secretly, in this other country dancing up as his drag outfit or whatever.
And after all that drama, we find out that this rumor that the drag queen's coming back. What's the persona again? What's the name?
Katara.
And we had the
George Santos kept me in the closet for 18 years.
We talked to him like it's either OnlyFans or it's Cameo. And there is Cameo. And now I'm very curious how much that Cameo costs.
Oh, look that up if you can. He's going to zhuzh it up for all of you folks who want to purchase one of these.
Awful.
He's doing his best.
Y'all got to stop being boring. Dave essentially thinks you're boring because
$300
he wants you all to be.
Is it really?
Actually, it's on sale for $200 today.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Sean, you want that for your birthday?
No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Okay. All the love. I hope y'all enjoy it.
All right. Well,
wait, I'm on his page, and most of all the demo cameos are him not in drag.
What?
Oh, really?
So I wonder if he's got like a separate page or a higher price.
Oh, I bet he
for
does.
Katara.
Yeah, so you get regular George Santos, boring. You get those cameos, or you get the drag persona cameos, and you pay a little more. Maybe that would be a good business move on his part. But I never know with him. I just don't know what to expect with the man.
You know how much you two would make off of drag queen cameos? A lot. Might be
I think
worth
I would
it.
be. I just think I would be hideous as a woman if I was. If
Get
like
the
you
right
hit,
makep done, you might be all right.
Oh, us. I thought you said YouTube.
No, you too. She's saying you too. Like if right now the magic came into play, and boom, just like that, C-Lane and I are women. C-Lane makes for an ugly woman, but not as ugly as the woman that I make. It is not going to be good.
I mean, I think in this case, I still have facial hair, right?
No, you got to zap that. If you're gonna, you got to zap that. You can't-
drag queens
And for
with
that
beards.
reason, I'm out.
All right.
Yeah, and by the way, the closest I got to drag on this show was Carol Baskin for
You looked beautiful.
and you could
Blonde
just get
is your color.
a little insight into just what a horrific looking woman I would be. Like I
I
wouldn't
look
even
hot
do me.
as a dude.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much. Dude with boobs, but
You pull
dude
up
nonetheless.
you pull up the switch better than I do. I just
Did you see the reaction to that strange Instagram reel that was posted?
which one?
The Bonnaroo one for the big giveaway.
Oh,
I
yeah,
never
yeah,
felt
yeah.
more like an idiot before I have to go to work putting a goatee on me. But so many people are like, "Oh, you're a hot man, Genie."
You gotta check
All
that
right,
out.
maybe
That's
in
a
the
weird
next
thing to
life.
say.
I know.
Is that on your personal Instagram or
Yeah, both Real Radio and my Instagram at Sabrina
Okay.
Ambra.
Go to @Sabrina Ambra on Instagram
And for a
and
real
watch
treat.
that. I thought it came out good.
Thank
you were
you.
like, I don't know how I feel about this. And
felt-
Celine and I were both like, it was good. It came out good.
All the B-roll. I'm like, hi, take 2 of how much I hate my life because I feel like a stupid idiot right now. Go.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we got a lot on deck for a Friday, obviously. And when we return, we'll talk about you and we'll talk about the bizarre reason why school is not happening right now in some places. This is a strange one, but I want to go over it with you, and that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
You're listening to Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike northbound between Oakland Exchange and County Road 561. Authorities are clearing up an accident off to the shoulder on the beach line westbound at Innovation Way. And the left lane is blocked, causing heavy delays on I-4 eastbound at State Road 535. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency. HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Attention all golfers, wannabe golfers, enthusiasts, and do-gooders alike. Get ready to tee off for a cause at the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble. Coming to the prestigious Heathrow Country Club June 3rd. You'll start the day with breakfast to fuel your swing, 18 holes of championship golf, a cart, door prizes, range balls, goodie bags, and more. Best of all, your participation supports Crime Line, an organization dedicated to keeping our communities safe. So mark your calendars and register now at crimeline.org and secure your spot in this unforgettable event at Heathrow Country Club, June 3rd. It's the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble Tournament. Let's make a difference, one swing at a time.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from the Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it, on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
It's brand new, Season 2. I'm Marissa Thalberg.
And I'm Stephen Wolf Pereira, and we're excited to be back having bigger, bolder, and always real conversations.
Straight from the C-suite front lines of marketing, media, and more.
We have great friends joining from people you may know, like Wilmer Valderrama and Bobby Burke.
And people you'll want to know. So grab a coffee or, hey, even an Aperol Spritz and come join us on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Open your free iHeart app today and search brand new.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
This is a non-negotiable. It's Friday, it's the weekend, Saturday, it's Sunday. You know, we want to hear from you. So we want to get a dispatch. But to spice it up a little bit on this lovely day here, I want you to send video dispatches. I want to see more of those because the one yesterday was cool to play that for the folks who happen to be watching on the live stream on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. And it sounded good, and you know, that should be the dam breaker. That should be the thing that busts things wide open for video dispatches. And I'd love to see those today. So wherever you are, you just go to thenewsjunkie.com.
Oh, no.
Super easy to do.
Sabrina's key isn't working, the app.
Oh, she locked out of the
She's stuck in the lobby.
It's just me and C-Lane,
she probably thinks she's fired right now. That would be my first thought. I was like, oh, my key's deactivated? All right. Nice knowing you guys.
Folks, there's another person on this show. Her name is Sabrina. And you'll meet her
here she is.
momentarily. Oh, yeah. Really nice of you to join us on the show today. Really sweet of you to join us.
Remember back in the day when we had physical keys?
I know. Yeah, imagine that.
Or perhaps just something that hung on your head that would allow you to get into doors and places you've worked for almost 11 years.
No, that worked perfectly for a decade. Why would you keep doing that? When things work perfectly for a decade, you got to change them.
If there are security cameras, I looked insane just now.
Were you screaming?
Screaming, cursing, slamming my phone against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
pacing, a little pace back and forth. Obviously, I just text you guys. It took me about 27 times to get into the studio. So.
Since they put in that system, there was one time where I rode the elevator with this guy. Never seen this guy before.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets out, and he gets out ahead of me, and he puts a key in that door and opens it right up, and I went,
son of a gun.
Who the hell is that? who's the VIP that has a key to this door, like a physical, actual metal key? What's going on?
You don't get that. You don't. And you know why? It's because technology doesn't make everything better. Some stuff is better without the technological advances. The first technological advance to have little key cards, that was good enough, and we should have stopped there. But everything now is like, no, here's how we can make it even better. And this is why Courtney has this whole manifesto she's cooking up, I believe.
Oh.
And she's been ranting about this a lot lately. And I was like kind of in disagreement with her. So she couldn't understand why I would ever be opposed to this. But here's where she's at. We're going to get her a new car at some point here, right? And I told you guys, I was like, we'll get a Tesla maybe. And then she learned a couple of things from dispatchers about Teslas, and she hated the Teslas. And she's like, no, I don't want a Tesla.
That was quick.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm over it. And then it centered on
Usually the
this
dispatchers
road.
make me hate myself.
They do that. They're good at that. But it's centered on this road, and now she's ranting against automobile manufacturers. And she says, I don't want some big screen in my car. I want like knobs and buttons and the old-fashioned manufacturing where when you wanted to turn on your AC, you didn't switch over and tap over to the air conditioning screen and like control the direction your stream was headed in, and then you put the eco climate things by tapping on no, you just reached over and you turned on the air conditioner and it made the car cold.
Mm-hmm. My truck does that.
Well, she says she wants a car that doesn't have that screen that takes over everything. She wants actual buttons to be able to do stuff.
Well, you have to go back in time.
I know.
I remember, like, when I was with my parents, they have a Tesla, and I was just like, I'm really cold right now. And she's like, oh, well, do this bop, boop, beep, boop, and then you can change the direction of it, and then maybe lower it. But it's also 4 different directions that you can choose from. I'm like, I'm freezing my tees off. Please turn off the car and I'll walk home.
And it is cool that you have much more control over things.
But that's very distracting when you're driving.
Like you're driving and you got to hit 17 screens and the button. You move this around and there's too much. She just wants the old school, and they're not making that for her anymore. That plus cars are so insane. There's a story that was starting to go viral. And I'll get back to the dispatch thing in just a moment here, but it was starting to go viral the other day.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
Guy bought a new car. All right, he's trying to celebrate his new car. Car cost him $45,000 to enter the rubber duck crew of the people who have Jeep Wranglers.
That's more than those fighter jets that they're selling in Kazakhstan.
It is. That's 2 fighter jets, right? $45,000 for a Jeep Wrangler. And he goes, let me give you a tour of this thing. And everybody's like, okay. They're watching the videos. He gives a tour. And he doesn't have keyless entry. It just comes with an old-fashioned key. Maybe Courtney would like that. It has roll windows. I don't even know how to... Manual windows? I was like, they make cars with manual windows still?
I didn't even think they still did that.
I didn't either. And $45,000 for you to be in the car and like reach over the seat and try to stretch to unroll the passenger side window. $45,000. What a world we're living in. And that's for the most basic ass car you could possibly think of. It's wild. It's a lot.
And when you give news stories like that, I mean, I'm at the window in which I either get a new car or run sweet Mazda Moesha to the ground. Mm-hmm. And then you say a story like that. I'm like, all right, to the ground it is.
Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to afford a new car without paying it for the next 50 years?
It's going to take a while. They're more and more
maybe
costly every year.
Car? Can you just give me a ride to work, C-Lane, from now on?
Yeah, he's got a fancy truck. He's good to go. He can take you.
I was hopping in bed.
The headline, and it's changed since I've clicked on it, but the headline on Daily Dot said, man buys $45,000 Jeep without basic features.
Yeah. It's like...
He got ripped off, right?
It seems like it's the opposite end of what I was just explaining. When you get in a newer car and it's got all the technology, and then you got this, and it's the most basic thing is $45,000. It is insane. All right, let's talk about something. Now, I'm sure this has happened to the both of you, given where you were born and raised. But do you remember a day when, because of some reason, it was an unexpected day that the school closed? Maybe a hurricane or some kind of weather impact day.
Sure, definitely. I've had plenty of those when it comes to hurricanes, at least.
Yeah, I know we had hurricane days, and then they would like tack on other days at the end of the year that you wouldn't get off because you got the special day. It's our version, folks, in Rochester, of your snow days. Yeah, we don't get any snow days, but I can only imagine how exciting it would be to wake up and kick on the radio and they're like, folks, schools are closed today.
Woo!
Too much snow out there. Just hang out, go make some snowmen, throw snowballs at each other. I don't know, whatever you guys do on those days. That would be a blast. That seems like a fun time. But there's a school that just shut down for a totally different reason. And I want to get your take on this in just a second. But as I said, send in a video dispatch on this lovely Friday. How do you do that? Check this out. C-Lane, show the people here. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you can see in front of me the website.
I thought you wanted me to make a video dispatch right now. I was like, this is a little weird improvisation.
You don't have to do that. Just click dispatches when you're over there, and you'll see where you can send a video dispatch. And when you select video, you can hit choose file and take the video right from your phone. You can do like a live video. Hello, hello, hello. And then send us your video dispatch so we could play it here on the show. Okay? Very easy for you to do. Just hit dispatches over at thenewsjunkie.com in the menu, and then you'll see where you can send a video dispatch. All right. So this school is closed as of today. Why? They say it's because it's too hot. Now, overall, I think despite the climate doomer weirdos out there, I feel like it's been a rather cold year. It's May. It's May, and we just a couple of weeks ago in the deep South had a day where it was hot, where it was like where it was still cold, where you wanted to like toss on a hoodie or something.
Not all day.
We had one not too long ago. Like going into April and May, we're like still having cooler days. I feel like this year has been way cooler than last year.
Respectfully, I have to disagree. Now, we've had good mornings.
You can do it disrespectfully if you'd like to. That's fine, too.
A little bitch. I don't know.
I disagree, douchebag.
The mornings have been decent, but when you get, like, we have a perfect time slot. Depends on when you're listening, but it's right in the middle of the day. Yeah. And I can come to work, and it's like, it's nice, all right? Mm-hmm. It's good for Florida weather at this time. And then I go outside, and everything in my car is melting. Like, I have one of those, like, phone holders, but it's, the suction cup one. It's melted onto my car, which has brought down the value a little bit.
Your car is black, too, so it gets hot when it gets hot.
And then we are setting ourselves up for the most hot week we've had in years next week, where they're saying it's going to be upwards of 110 degrees.
No way! No,
swear.
Hang on.
Feels like 110.
This. All right, feels like? Okay. This whole feels like thing is a scam.
It's a scam. It feels. That's what we feel.
Who benefits from that scam?
Who benefits? Big climate. All right? The climate change weirdos.
Sean.
Yes. Yeah,
big weather.
I'm looking at next week, and it says, okay, so it's one of those weeks for us here locally where it's a big spread. I'm always weirded out by that. When we have like a big spread of like weather. So on days it could be either 70 or 97. Like, that's a big difference,
yes,
right?
It is.
That's a huge gap when you talk about that. It could be 69 or 90. Like the low is 69, it goes to 90. That's huge. That's like, it's a little chilly outside. To at the end of the day, you're like, I'm frying right now. Feels like is nonsense. I don't like that. I just tell me how hot it is outside, okay? Tell me what the temperature is, and I'll judge based on that. Or I'll just walk outside and see how it feels.
Oh, hot. Got it.
This school is shutting down because of how hot it is today. Now, I want to get into another part of this that is a thing that we're going to need your help with, because a lot of you grew up in different places, and is a big, strange thing to do with why this school had to shut down today. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
Don't come around here no more.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Here's your midday weather update from Fox 35. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner, and we've got a warm day today with highs around 90 degrees. Only an outside chance for a shower, especially around Lake County. Otherwise, next couple of days, very similar weather. Sunday, a slightly higher chance for an afternoon storm at 30% thanks to the sea breeze. Overall, a dry forecast. We need the rain. And next week, a heat wave is on the way with highs reaching the upper 90s to near 100 degrees by this time next week, really drying us out. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Jeff Martin Auctioneers. Jeff Martin Auctioneers is hosting a public auction in Kissimmee on Tuesday, May 7th, featuring construction and farm equipment, trucks, trailers, and more. Bid your way live on site or online at jeffmartinauctioneers.com. Experience the difference. License AU 4483.
Friends, I got a secret for you. This, if you're a homeowner, can be invaluable. It is something that will really help you out in a time of need. If something happens with your air conditioner, you can rely on Mills Air. Trust me on that much. All right, if you have a problem or before you have a problem, Mills Air is going to be there for you. They're locally owned and operated, they're family owned and operated, and they're a really honest company. And I love that personally. I know you do too. Like, look, who doesn't want a company that's not going to try to nickel and dime me and is just going to be honest with me? Because they want to win you over with their business so that if you have another issue, you come back. All right, that's the plan. Not just to try to price gouge you one time. They don't want to do that. They want to help folks out. And I strongly suggest a call to Mills Air. The preventative maintenance can spot problems before they happen. This is a fantastic thing to sign up for right now. Have them come out every 6 months or so. They'll show up. They'll change your filters. They'll clean out your lines. And they'll look at your AC up and down and report back to you in ways that you can understand. They are a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means they can also get you big rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Here's that number: 407-277-1159. 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Hey guys, don't be that dad without life insurance. When thanks to Ethos, you can be that great dad with life insurance to help keep his family living exactly like they do now, secure and protected in the event of the unexpected. With a fast and easy online experience, some policies as low as $1 a day and up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam, just a few health questions. Ethos makes getting life insurance protection hassle-free. E for easy, E for ethos at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at mdnow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
Just a moment. It's the way you can join us, and it's super easy to do. Just go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us one right now. In fact, we're taking video dispatches today to test the waters.
We want to see you.
Yeah.
You might regret it later.
Wait, hold on. Just for the record, I know that it could be, like, already it's nerve-wracking to record your own voice and send it in. I get it. You don't have to record your face if you don't want to. You can use the camera going the other way. If you want to, you can, like, use the camera pointing away from you just so we see what's happening in your world. Like, record your dispatching. No, it's better than nothing. We get to see what's around them, what's happening. Maybe they're in an office. Maybe they're out in the fields. Maybe I don't know what these folks are doing.
Do not be in the bathroom, please.
No.
It's highly inappropriate.
I mean, if it's pointed outwards in the bathroom, though.
I don't want to see a pee stream.
No, I don't want to see that either. Yeah, I would rather not. But who knows what's going to happen. It's one of those shows, this one. It's one of those shows where the strange things do occur. So we'll see. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. So we're talking about this school is closed today. In fact, many schools throughout the city of Baltimore are closed today. And it's because it's too hot outside. And they're saying, look, it's real hot. We can't get the kids to go to school. And a lot of the news articles will spin this into like, okay, this is a climate change thing. This is because it's getting hotter out there.
It is hot, Sean.
The fact is, this is because Baltimore is broken, like so many other cities in this country of ours. Baltimore politicians have spent money on literally everything else they could think of, except for one really simple thing, putting air conditioners in the schools. And so the schools...
They don't have ACs.
They don't have ACs?
No way.
They do not. No, I'm telling you. Look at the story here in front of me. CBS News says, Baltimore City schools without air conditioning will dismiss early Thursday, and this Friday they're off too. And they said the following schools do not have an air conditioner.
You can get a wall unit or window unit on Amazon Prime. You can get one delivered to the studio right now.
You could pick one up at Home Depot for like $120.
They don't have that.
They don't have it at these schools. They say they do not have AC. And then there's 4 schools that their AC is under repair at the moment. And I know, don't hit me with this Northeastern stuff. Don't hit me with this Northeastern stuff. A lot of people don't have air conditioners. I was born in Vermont, baby. I know what's going on. But in common times, meaning the last, like, let's say quarter century, new homes, almost no matter where they are built with air conditioners. Ready for Sean Makes Up Numbers time?
Yes.
Fact check me, C-Lane. I don't know if these facts exist. I don't know if they exist, but fact check me, C-Lane. I would guess 70% plus would be my guess of homes in Baltimore have air conditioners. Why don't these schools have ACs? This is not rocket science here. And it's not even a thing where you need to go like, oh, look what we're doing to the climate. The schools are shutting down. Put an AC in the school. Spend the money on something else. This is not, like, they should have it anyways. So what, it was 3 degrees cooler 20 years ago, and that was okay? It's still hot if it's hot. Put an AC in the school. Is that a number you can look up?
Well, all right. It's weird.
I don't know if that statistic exists.
Weirdly enough, it is. But I'm looking at Maryland instead of Baltimore. So in the state of Maryland, which has a total of 2.28 million-ish homes.
Damn, that's small.
And, yeah, that does seem like not a lot.
No, that's homes, not people, though. I was thinking of individuals. So 2 point something million
total includes all primary occupied housing units, vacant housing units, seasonal units, second homes, military houses, and group quarters are excluded.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, all primary occupied housing units, of which in Maryland there are 2.28 million.
All right, what percentage has an air conditioning in those houses?
Uses air conditioning equipment. That's any sort of air conditioning.
Right.
91%.
See, 90-something%.
Uses central air conditioning unit. 80%. Uses individual. 20%.
So this is not a thing where it's like nobody has AC because they didn't need AC, and now climate change has arrived, and we got to shut the schools down. It's like, why can't we get AC in the schools for these kids? They're in school through the summer. And I know that Baltimore, relatively speaking, is cold throughout the year and would probably beg for a little bit more warming, maybe better for them. Not those of us here along the equator. We're used to this stuff, and we're already warm enough. We don't want any more necessarily. But for God's sake, and Rand says on YouTube, Asile, look this up too. You're the research team right now.
Yeah.
What's the temperature right now in Baltimore? Because he said 73 degrees. If it's 73 degrees and you can't do school, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out.
73.
73?
Is it really? That's ridiculous. That's too hot to go to school. Record-breaking heat, 73 degrees. Come on.
Okay, but
Amanda,
wait. What if it does become hot, though? Think about outside, 73, feels great, but they're inside these classrooms that I imagine are old school insulated to keep the heat in. You can't risk kids passing out.
All right, hold on. Let's try to examine this. If it was 73 degrees right now outside and the air conditioning was off at iHeartRadio, would the building be hot?
Yes, I can tell you in this room when the AC just in this room has been hot.
I mean, if you think about it, a lot of, especially the studios, have a lot of equipment that heats.
And it's warming things up. Okay.
Well, it still is hot, and if I did not have the water that I have, I would have passed out.
Here's my problem. All right, everybody looks at a story like
Too many
this.
tequila shots.
Okay, I have literally 1.5
already, baby.
Whatever.
9 deep.
For charity.
People look at a story like this and they go, you see what we've done, folks? With your big diesel trucks, climate change has made it so hot, kids can't go to school in Baltimore. And I see this story and I go, are politicians so broken and corrupt that they can't help getting air conditioning in the school, at the elementary school?
Yeah.
That's a problem. This is a problem. Give the kids an AC. This is not a climate change thing. It's a problem with the larger system. And they didn't prioritize things enough.
But they give this news, and they're like, all right, now some big company is going to send us ACs for free.
No, I don't know if anybody's going to step up.
Instead of having to use any of our money on the budget.
They said, what was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus schools in Baltimore were closed down. And it's 70-something degrees outside. This is dumb. And even like, if the world is going to get warmer, then why don't we make some of our investments in keeping people in these places where they'll be affected by this, where they have old-ass buildings with no AC? Why don't we say, let's get an air conditioning for them? These are the small adjustments that you can make to make people more comfortable, especially, I don't care if some loser is sitting in his house who is not working and is a little bit warm, but if the kids are in school, they should be comfortable, for God's sake.
And now they take this time off, and when they have to make up those days will be, what? Still peak heat.
Oh,
is it not going to be August?
Yeah, it'll be hotter than this. Well, when does the school year end? I think I asked that not too long ago, but I always forget.
End of
June?
May, early June.
End of May, early June. Okay, so not too far from now, but they'll have to make it up at some point in time. Bootsy Moonshine says, "Put the cool back in school." That's the motto right there. I think that'll work on this Cinco de Mayo weekend. You guys got big plans for Cinco de Mayo? You going to party it up?
I'm working. I'm working the soccer games.
Oh, nice.
And it also happens to land like right before Cinco de Mayo is May the 4th. And every year this day becomes bigger of a celebration when it comes to Star Wars. And I just found out that I will be dressed up as Darth Vader.
Oh, really?
Yes,
all right.
Darth Vader. And I'm supposed to try
At the soccer game?
At the soccer game.
Ooh.
Princess Leia
that
is
sounds
an option
warm.
as well. Yes, it will be.
Princess Leia seems like a less hot version.
But I have the wig, too. So
you're going to be slave Leia?
I don't know. We'll see if it fits me right. If I feel uncomfortable, Darth Vader 2 days in a row, baby.
What if you switched it up? Like, do a couple of them.
Darth Leia?
No, not at the same time. Like, do one, and then the crowd's like, "Oh, cool," and then you switch it up and like, "Oh," like Lady Gaga.
And then, excuse me. I don't know if I could live up to the Gaga level, but I'll certainly try for the sake of Star Wars and professional soccer. What about you? Any big plans?
I don't know. We were thinking about doing something, but it's literally the worst idea ever.
What's the idea?
Courtney's like, you know where we should go? And after she said it, I just kind of stared at her for a second. She goes, "We should go to Rocco's Tacos."
Oh, no.
That won't be busy at all.
No.
No, you guys will definitely get a seat if you walk in.
That will be an
sure.
S show.
This is a disaster. You can't get into that place.
She has good intentions with her suggestions. Come on.
She does. I don't know that she's ever... Okay, for those of you who don't know, if you don't live near Rocco's Tacos, this is an establishment. They got a handful of locations, C-Lane?
Yeah.
Three, four.
And historically, I don't know if this is still the case, historically on Cinco de Mayo, Rocco himself, I've heard, rents a helicopter for the day and just flies between all his locations and parties.
What a move, man. Let me see. I'm trying to find out where the locations are. I know they got a bunch. Oh, Boca Raton.
There's one on
Florida.
Clematis down in West Palm. Yeah. I've been to that one. I've been to a couple of them in West Palm. There's one on PGA National too. That was the first place I ever had Corona on tap, which I don't even think they do anymore. That was short-lived.
There's one in Tampa. There's 9 of them, and they're huge places. A big restaurant. Very, very popular. I love the place. It's a good atmosphere. Always they have the best service. They're really, really well-trained staff. And they're fantastic. But if you try to go there on Cinco de Mayo, it's their thing. This is the thing they do.
Yeah.
As big as the restaurant is,
Cinco de
every
Mayo
inch of it's full.
For any Mexican restaurant, but especially for anyone that serves alcohol, is like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's a busy place. A lot of places are going to be doing some deals for Cinco de Mayo, including the Cinco deal over at Tacos. 5 crunchy or soft tacos for $5 when you purchase through the app. That's not bad. Chipotle is offering free delivery. Chipotle is so cheap. Come on, give us something better than just free delivery, for God's sake. Moe's Southwest Grill is offering burritos at $5.55. So people jump on board for this and celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and they make it an enjoyable time. I always forget this, but for our Mexican friends, let's see here. What is Cinco de Mayo actually? Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire.
It's not Mexican Independence Day like people used to say it was.
It's just this war that they won, the Battle of Puebla in 1862.
But boy, do white people celebrate it.
You think, is it more popular in the United States than Mexico? It says right here.
Come on.
It says more popular in the United States than Mexico. Cinco de Mayo has become associated with the celebration of Mexican-American culture. Celebrations began in Columbia, California, where they've been observed annually since 1862. It exploded in the 1980s due to advertising campaigns by beer, wine, and tequila companies. And Cinco de Mayo, wow, this is kind of wild. Cinco de Mayo now generates beer sales on par with the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Pretty impressive. Those are big numbers right there. And it's our time to look at our Mexican friends and say
Gracias.
high five. Gracias
Much
and
appreciate
cheers.
you.
Also,
salud.
I'm getting more and more into Mexican culture.
Is that right?
Yeah. I really like the the overall aesthetic of
They have
Mexican
great
design.
colors.
Well, the colors are nice too. Mexico City, because I want to go there, is just sucking me in. It's such a beautiful city. It's a stunning city. If you ever see somebody touring like downtown Mexico City, it's fantastic. Like, it really looks like an awesome place to visit. And so for Cinco de Mayo, hello to all of you.
Oh,
and
I thought for a second you were saying you're going to Mexico City.
Oh, hell no. That seems like even a worse idea than the Rocco's Tacos thing. Seems like it might be a real mess. Very, very busy. All right, we want to hear from you, so do join us. Send us a dispatch. How do you do that? Well, you go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you hit record on your first dispatch right now.
Now.
Right now. Do it right this second.
There you go.
Well, when we return, we'll talk about there's a celebrity who's campaigning for something very strongly, and I think they're right. Honestly, I think this deserves more attention. What is it? You're about to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
Watch out for slowdowns on the Greenway northbound between John Young Parkway and Orange Blossom Trail. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike northbound, there's a bit of congestion approaching I-75 and on I-4. Delays before Champions Gate, and the left shoulder is blocked eastbound at State Road 535 due to an accident. If you see any more traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit Allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show. From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember, see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Is your child struggling with reading and comprehension? Do you want to help your child become a better reader? Call the USA Reading Clinic. In less than 20 minutes, the USA Reading Clinic can explain exactly why your child struggles with reading and how to correct the problem. In the first free call, the USA Reading Clinic will prove that your child can actually read at normal or advanced levels. Every child has the ability to become a great reader, and the USA Reading Clinic has the proven method to unlock their potential.
My heart broke when I saw my child struggling, and I thought, that's us. That's us. So I called the USA Reading Clinic, and all I can say is if you have a child who's struggling, I was very skeptical, but I can tell you it works. It absolutely works.
Don't let your child go through their school years feeling like a failure. They can fall in love with reading. Call now, 800-375-1175. That's 800-375-1175. 800-375-1175.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassie's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
to be the judge, and you determine who is the bad guy. Because I'm interested to see where people land on this. And Sabrina Sealand, I don't know if you've seen this story, but it's an interesting one. And that's why I ask you, who is the bad guy here? All right?
Who is the bad guy here?
Work in progress.
All
I
right.
like it already, though. It's
See if you bring it up again.
So a fantastic start.
Thank you.
In this story, what we have is people who are being extorted. All right. And you would think right off the jump, if somebody's being extorted, obviously they're the victim and obviously they are the bad guy. Correct? Everybody on board with this?
I would say, yeah, extorting is wrong and rude.
Yes. All right. Here's the twist on all of this. And this is happening like crazy right now. There's a website. I know you've heard of it. It's called Ashley Madison.
Yes.
And the website is set up for people who are going to cheat, basically. That was the whole impetus for the website.
I'm
Their
blown
marketing
away
campaigns were about this.
that it's still around, to be completely honest, because There've been like 3 leaks already in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Where they expose all of the people who are married, and the reason to go on that website, or at least the general idea, is to cheat on your spouse.
Yes.
I'd be curious if people actually, like, how often people actually hook up versus what the size of their subscribership.
Well, not that many, because don't you remember the big scandal when they found out so many of the people on the website were fake? Like the women who were on there were not actually real people. They were like bots. And people were paying money for this.
That's because cheating hoes don't need a website.
Thank you.
So, all right. So Ashley Madison.
Preach.
Tell me about it,
Thank
brother.
you.
Ashley Madison is a website, and here's the scam. Here's the extortion. People are going on Ashley Madison. They're finding somebody that they know is obviously cheating. They then do a little bit of research. Sabrina and Celine excel at this. They would be able to find probably who the person was really with, their social media profiles.
Give me 10 to 15 minutes, and I got you covered.
Right? And then they message the person, and they say, here's the deal. I know you're cheating on your significant other on ashleymadison.com. Here is all of your profile information and your social media profiles. Here is your wife's social media profile. Here's your kids. Here's everything.
Here's your grandma.
If you don't pay me $5,000, sometimes I say $2,000, sometimes I say $1,000 or whatever. If you don't pay me, I'm going to go on all these social media profiles and tell everybody that you are cheating and that this is happening on ashleymadison.com. Now, who is the bad guy? Is it the person who is cheating, or the person who is utilizing that cheating person to extort them or sextort them and get money out of them because they've caught them doing something bad?
Sounds like an ETA kind of deal here.
Estimated
ETA.
time of arrival.
Everyone's the asshole.
Right,
it could be. It could be. Because it still seems wrong to extort people. But you are a bad person if you're cheating on your significant other.
Is this like vigilante blackmail?
No,
you know,
they're
like
just trying to get some money.
Yeah.
And it's convenient.
They're using it as an excuse.
The anti-hero.
Look at me. I actually have a proper motive for extorting people out of their money. Aventisora says both are bad guys, as does Arya Shadowblade. They are hiding under this idea that, like, we just want people to be honest in their relationships. But
exactly.
Is that really
because they very well could expose the person without asking for money to not expose it.
Yes.
But for the person, the cheater, I don't feel bad for them. And this is your bed. Now you have to sleep in it.
Right.
And you made it. You know the phrase.
If they were
There's
doing
cake
this
involved, right?
If they were doing this to some random grandma, we'd all be like, how dare they? Poor grandma. Feel bad
But grandma
for her.
was a whore.
But if grandma is a whore, you have to call out grandma for being a whore. And in this case, grandma was a whore. And I don't know if that's going to be a follow-up to the whole got run over by a reindeer song. But
that's why the reindeer ran her over.
That's why she wanted to get the hell out of that house.
True. They said, this will ruin my life and career. Cheating site Ashley Madison is overflowing with
She'd been drinking too much eggnog.
And getting all that D.
And taking too much dong.
Let's go over to Halle Berry.
Sean, do you want to add a line to it?
No, you guys did great. It's a beautiful jam.
Thank you.
Don't dare intervene here. Halle Berry is in Washington.
Oh.
Halle Berry is upset.
That's so weird. I didn't get the tracker notification.
Well, she is, just
Love
so you know.
following Sam Halle.
She's there, and she's upset because she says of all the things that we spend our money on, we don't help out women in one particular way. And she says she had to like learn her way through this circumstance that she finds herself in because we don't invest in research and education around menopause. And she says this needs to stop. She did this whole speech. She was very, very passionate about this. Let's see what she said. Let's tap in a little bit to what Halle Berry said.
I was at the doctor 3 days ago, and I went in to talk to him about an issue, and I said to him, you know why I'm having this issue, right? And he says, yes, I know. I said, tell me, why am I having this issue? He said, you tell me why you're having the issue. I said, no, you tell me why I'm having the issue. And we went back and forth. You tell me, you tell me, you tell me. I finally realized he wasn't going to say it. So I thought, okay, I have to do what no man can do. I have to say it. I said, I'm in menopause!
Oh,
right.
The screeching of it. One thing, real quick.
So,
how old? Give me an age check on Halle Berry.
Guess.
How old is she?
Guess.
Do you want me to say by looking at her? Because if I said by looking at her, I would say she looks 35 years old. She does not look old at all. She looks fantastic.
Okay, so she's not 35.
How old is she?
Want to give a proper guess?
No, okay, if I'm guessing not just by looks, because she looks very, very, very young for her age. 48?
All right. See you later, Jordy. See?
I did.
All right. 57 years old.
Oh, my. Look at her.
Great skin.
Look at her. She's 57. Good for you, Halle
Damn girl.
Berry. My God.
Where'd you find this?
57 years old. And at what age does menopause generally start? Is it in the 50s or 60s?
I mean, that's the thing, though. There is a point to what she's saying.
I don't know much about
there's a general idea, but there has not been a whole lot of research when it comes to menopause.
No.
And it really takes a woman's, I don't know, body, but also where you are mentally and all the hormones and flips you upside down. Think about it. You have been living your life and aware of how your body is for upwards of 40 to 50 years, and then everything just changes.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
A lot. Women go through a lot of, I don't know, roller coaster situation with that.
You don't learn it in any sort of like education classes in school, because they'd say, oh, this is not going to impact you until you're in your 50s or 60s, so it's not important now. But then when do you learn about it? Guys don't have to deal with this. There's no menopause for men, strangely enough, and it's not something.
Why don't they call it women pause?
Because a man discovered it. Put his name on it.
And I once was in a vehicle with a woman.
Whoa,
who
crazy guy.
Experiencing menopause. I know this sounds strange, but and she was going through it. All right, this lady was going through it. She had to put all the AC vents in the entire car directed at her because she had hot flashes going on. It seemed pretty sucky. All right, it seemed like it wasn't.
Why, were you too warm there, Sean?
No, I was.
Climate change.
Taking all the AC vents with your menopause.
I was not going to complain about it. I'm just saying it seemed like it was the whole thing, but they don't really teach young girls about this. And Halle Berry's screaming it at the top of her lungs.
She wasn't going to say it. So I thought, okay, I have to do what no man can do. I have to say it. I said, I'm in menopause!
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, and she wants funding for this. And it's the least she could ask. $275 million, research and education around menopause. The legislation calls for the federal government to spend more on clinical trials on menopause, as well as hormone therapy that's used to treat hot flashes and other symptoms. One of the craziest things in the world to think about.
Hot flashes.
Everybody has to deal with this. Women have to deal with this way more than men do. But what your hormones can do to your body, stunning,
it's wild.
man. Stunning. It could send you tripping sideways, and you sometimes I've seen people who are dealing with like a hormonal shift, and they realize in the middle of what's going, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, right now there's a lot of stuff going on. It is something that's like there needs to be more exploration in that world. All of that stuff is just fascinating to me. And Halle Berry just wants a little bit of help, for God's sake.
That's why she's screaming. So, you don't know it until you see it, and then you wonder when anyone's ever going to put the money towards it.
Right.
For right now, it's just going to be people screaming and then some empathy here and there.
I know the obvious hormones, but is serotonin a hormone? Is serotonin something different than a hormone?
I don't think it's a hormone. I think it's just a chemical.
Wow, it's one of the biggest Google questions.
Okay.
So serotonin.
Because Google's listening to Sean right now.
Very
they
true.
are. Thank you, Google.
So it also acts as a hormone, according to clevelandclinic.org.
Yeah.
As a neurotransmitter, serotonin carries messages between nerve cells in your brain, your central nervous system, and throughout your body, which is your peripheral nervous system.
Now, you guys don't have to admit this if you don't want to, or you don't have to say this. But I will tell you, just in the world of exploring interesting things, if you've never had a serotonin dump like you do if you experience something like ecstasy, it's wild experience. It's like,
from what I understand on Wikipedia,
you feel like a cartoon character. You know, you're like, whoa.
You feel it, and then it's to the point where everyone around you could also feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like it radiates almost. Where
So
you're
weird.
smiling so much, and everyone, and you're getting 15 numbers of strangers you'll never talk to again. Because you're so happy.
If you're not like super social, you become the most social person on the planet.
But
like,
that next day, bro.
Yeah, the old next day blues are a real thing because you run out of all the happy. All the happy is poured out of your body.
And then
There's
this.
no more happy left.
For the next 36 hours.
Oh, it's tough. That's why you got to do more. No? Keep
Sean.
going. Round. This is starting to sound bad.
Yes, it does.
Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll hit up your dispatches and we'll see what's happening in your lovely world. Also, eventually, we'll get into what's going on with Britney Spears. And just to get ahead of things, it'll be real nice if you're in the media, please maybe make note. If we have another Britney Spears meltdown here and she's going through it again, maybe learn from what you did last time and maybe not like make this the crazy viral talking point of the day.
Yeah, right.
Have you seen the latest video? Like all this stuff that everybody does where everybody was having a blast with Britney Spears, who was melting down in front of the world and hitting a vehicle with an umbrella. And I thought something like talking about it's okay. It's happening. But there were people
I don't know.
who are
I really don't
profiting.
even. Obviously, we're going to talk about it, but
yeah,
I'm to the point where it's like, I don't want to talk about it. Leave her alone.
She needs help, obviously.
Leave
but
her alone.
The idea that there's like an entire industrial complex that is making money off of this seems wrong somehow.
So
What
we'll
do you
dive
think?
into it when we come back.
Let us know. We will get into an update on the baby reindeer story. I still have not watched this. I got to get into this, but
please,
haven't seen it just yet. Plus, somebody who is in charge of a lot of things to do with finance in the United States just had a really embarrassing moment on camera. What happened? You're going to hear it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on The Jim Colbert Show, we talk food with Fayez Carr and Primetime Kitchen. Candace will give us some rich tips, plus your choice of prizes for JCS Trivia. Plus, 4 shots at winning $1,000. And your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
There's no major accidents in the area, just a lot of congestion on all the major roadways. Just travel with caution. Florida's Turnpike northbound, approaching I-75, the Greenway northbound between John Young Parkway and Orange Blossom Trail. I-4 before Champions Gate, as always, and through the city. I-4 eastbound between Orange Blossom Trail and approaching Colonial Drive. Heavy congestion there. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Tomato, whatever you call them, Florida tomatoes are in season now. Hi, it's Chef Justin with Fresh from Florida, reminding you to look for Florida tomatoes where you shop. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
The Spaceman, Ace Frehley, founding member of KISS, is coming to the Hard Rock Live Orlando Friday, June 21st. Space Ace is on a roll and taking his rock and roll swagger on the road. Ticket.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea, or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Let's watch TV. What do you want to watch? Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
It's Big May on CW18.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. And it doesn't get any bigger than the Big Bang.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party?
Party's my middle name.
Let the good times roll.
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah, this is it.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights at 7, 7:30, and 11. Part of Big May on CW18.
Still funny.
I know!
From sunrise to sunset, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered. Mornings from 7 to 10. Start your day with Central Florida's most accurate forecast from First Warning meteorologist Kelly Ann Class.
You'll always have a clear view of what's ahead.
Then tonight at 10, get caught up and know what's happening now with Stuart, Michelle, Tony, and Darren.
It's all in a day's work, and our work never stops.
AM or PM, West 2 News on CW18 has you covered.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
It's brand new, Season 2. I'm Marissa Thalberg.
And I'm Stephen Wolfadata, and we're excited to be back having bigger, bolder, and always real conversations.
Straight from the C-suite front lines of marketing, media, and more.
We have great friends joining from people you may know, like Wilmer Valderrama and Bobby Burke.
And people you'll want to know. So grab a coffee or, hey, even an Aperol Spritz and come join us on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Open your free iHeart app today and search brand new.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassie's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Tackling sensitive subjects with unparalleled irreverence.
Examination of a brand of mental illness that we don't talk about, and that's stalkers. Stalkers, it's just a crazy world to consider. Somebody who becomes so obsessed with another individual that they follow them around, that they show up at their home, that they think they have some sort of attachment to it. This show that's out now, I might try to watch some of this weekend, but I haven't seen any yet. Baby Reindeer is at the center of a lot of this discussion right now. And there's been some developments in this that I thought were pretty interesting.
I blew through that show.
Oh, you watched the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, so I watched the entire thing in like one day. But I fell asleep at the finale, and I just was talking to a friend of mine who was like, you missed the craziest part, which apparently is the last 20 minutes of it. So that's the plan for this weekend. But it was a fantastic show that went from like dark comedy, quirky moments, crazy story, to like really personal stuff. And then you find out the guy whose story it is, who wrote it, is also the star of it. Which is very fascinating to me.
He's the actor in this. And if you don't know what Baby Reindeer is, in a nutshell, correct me if I'm wrong here, Sabrina, because I haven't seen it, but it's about a guy who's a stand-up comedian who has an older woman who gets obsessed with him and starts stalking him. That's like the essential elements of the story as far as I know.
So he was doing, stand-up comedy when he could, trying to start that career up, but he was a bartender at the time. And this woman came in, and all of a sudden, she was there every single day, and then showing up to the comedy shows. And then after finding out who she was, had determined that she had been arrested in the past for stalking.
Yeah.
And then upon her finding out his email, and then where he lived, it really unfolded into a crazy, crazy, crazy story.
How crazy is this part? There's a journalist that was covering this show and all things related to it. And the journalist reached out and did an interview with the real life Martha. That's the stalker lady from this Baby Reindeer show.
Who's supposed to be trying to sue them, right?
I think she might be going after the show for the way she was presented in it. But the journalist interviewed Martha, the woman who was the actual harasser, the woman who was the stalker. And now the Martha lady is stalking the journalist.
She's doing it again?
Yes, it says, the most recent voicemail message was the most chilling. You have made a bitter enemy of me. You are the C word from hell, it said. Those words, delivered in her distinctive Scottish accent, gave me a glimpse of how she had allegedly terrified her victims.
Now all I can hear is that phrase in Scottish in my head, repeating.
For this was the
How
real
convenient.
life Martha, this says.
Someone writes a whole article about it.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a guy, a woman, whoever it was that was writing this, did an interview with her, and now he says that Martha's stalking him. For this was the real life Martha, the woman portrayed as a sick serial stalker in the hit Netflix television show Baby Reindeer. Speaking to my answer phone last weekend. Answer phone? Who says it that way?
Scottish people?
I guess so. Speaking to my answer phone.
Isn't there a song that calls it answer phone?
I don't know. Maybe that's a European thing. They said the culmination of a 4-day barrage of calls and voicemails. It was followed by a warning never to approach her again, couched in legalese, which the former law student picked up in the course of the legal training she boasts of. So not only is she a stalker, but she knows the law. She knows what she could do, what she can't do, what she could say, what she can't say. And that's why this show, Baby Reindeer, has been so compelling to people. On social media, she went on to denounce me as a fat liar, an overgrown bipolar schoolboy. She said she was considering charging $3,000 an hour for the time she spent talking to me, which she claimed was her professional due. To be clear, I feel it was perfectly legitimate for Martha to call me. I had met and interviewed her for 3.5 hours for an article I did in the Daily Mail. But now the journalist says that this woman who's a stalker in the show is stalking her in real life. And it's like, wow, I want to stay so far away from this. Whenever I see something like this, I'm like, have fun. Godspeed, good soldiers. You guys do it over there. This is a story that I will leave alone, because when you see somebody like this, take them at their word, take them at their actions. They are who they are presenting to you. And it is crazy how crazy people can get.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen so many of these stories where celebrities have to deal with this stuff. And I know big deal. You're rich. You're a millionaire celebrity. Somebody's stalking. They're
sucks. People.
They're human beings, and it sucks. It would suck to have to worry at all moments if somebody was stalking you like this.
It makes me nervous that are there situations, I mean, it has to be a possibility, that if people are getting stalked and they don't know it until it reaches like peak.
I would think
so. It's been going on for a very long time, and you're living a certain life in which you're not looking behind you the whole time, and there's someone that's been following you for 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I would say to every person of note who is a female at the very least, if you are okay with the idea of guns, get a gun. Because if you're a famous person, if people know who you are, the chances of somebody being weird like this grow with the size of your audience. And you don't want to get caught blindsided by that. That's one of those things that is just frightening. It doesn't happen much to people who aren't famous, even though this guy wasn't really famous, the guy who's the subject of Baby Reindeer. But that's only because the stalker personality types have to find their next target, and they find it from modern media and general popular culture. That's where it occurs. Okay, we want to go to you. Your dispatches are coming up in just a bit on the show.
By the way, it was Craig David. That was the song I was thinking of that says answer phone. But there's a bunch of them.
Oh, that's a good song,
Calls
too.
diverted to answer phone.
Is that on the love-making playlist that you so famously have, Sabrina, or does that not make the...
Dare you?
I mean, the song is called Fill Me In.
Weird-ass question is that, Sean?
That's a sexy song. I'm just saying. That's a sexy song. Craig David was the man for one song.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I think he only had that one hit as far as I know.
How dare you? He had 7 days. Thank you.
7 days was him, too, huh?
Wasn't
it?
Yeah.
That was a big song, for sure. Yeah, so we had two big ones, 2 bangers, and then out, just like that.
2 bangers, and then now nothing but a bunch of
now nothing
mash.
Hanging.
If you want to join us on the show, we would love to hear your voice or see your face if you want to send a video dispatch. Some of those not coming through, I see, but it's another thing the programming team, the developer team can fix for the website. These things are complex and issues do happen, but I'd love to hear from you. So go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Let's work in. Excuse me.
You guys would hate my browser window right now.
Well, what's in it? I could see a little bit.
No, I'm just saying.
1 million tabs?
Yeah. Tabs for days.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I don't know.
I had to borrow a coworker's phone and for like their web browser. In the little square, it shows you the number of tabs you have open.
Uh-huh.
I saw 42. And I go, can we talk about this? And she goes, this is nothing. It got to so many tabs open that they said, screw the number. We're going to put a smiley face there.
I have 40 tabs open right now.
Why, Sealand?
You're a monster.
Well, I'm pulling stories for later, but
You're
also...
going to do 40 stories for This Week in Florida?
No, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff on. I just bought some concert tickets.
Where are we going?
He's busy over there. He's just buying concert tickets and
for
planning out his year.
Missy Elliott?
No.
Was it the one you told me about?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it. I want to hear it.
Tell me this doesn't sound like a pretty fun idea, Sabrina.
So Ben Folds is going on a solo tour.
Ooh, love him.
Very big fan. I've seen him. I saw him once before. Surprised I was let in the door based on where the show was.
Okay.
King Center in Melbourne.
Oh, wow. You were in disguise.
We've had some problems with them.
No, I think they're fine with us now. Well, who won that battle, by the way?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, true.
But
those of you have no idea what we're talking about, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby was there. We said to boycott the show or like to stand up and interrupt the show, and they got ass mad about it.
Yeah. But Ben Folds is going on tour, and he's doing a thing where for the second half of the show, he's taking requests via paper airplane.
What?
Yeah. So like,
that's awesome.
He did it back in 2017, and I guess literally just it was like, all right,
hit by paper airplanes the entire show.
I would imagine. The weird part is the juxtaposition of I was flipping through Instagram, and then I followed Jeff Coffin as a sax player he plays with Dave Matthews Band, and he took a picture of the crowd and said, don't throw stuff at the stage, you know who you are. And then two posts later was like, Ben Folds, throw stuff at the stage, request via paper airplane. And I was like, getting tickets to that show.
Just to test something out here, everybody pull out your cell phones and go over to your browser and hit the button to open up like a new browser so that you can see how many open tabs you have. It seems less egregious. I'm just using the default one of the iPhone. It seems less egregious. What's your number, Celia?
You can't see it. I can't see it. It's 49.
49?
I have 63.
Jesus Christ.
It's less egregious on your phone because you don't have to look at it.
Yeah, it seems less egregious on your phone because you're not going to see them all.
7.
You're organized. You're together.
I have 5 that will always stay there. 4 of them being the New York Times games I play every morning.
Oh, okay.
And then I go to Google Chrome, and that's 3. So you monsters, how about add this to your weekend plans?
I do that
Get rid of
every
those
once
damn
in a while.
Tabs.
I cut down them, but I save
your
things
email
that
app?
I need. Oh, God. It's just embarrassing. My email's ridiculous.
Mine's up there.
23,956 unread emails.
Oh, my God.
Mine's more than that. Unread emails?
Yeah.
Unread emails, 297,654 unread emails overall.
Oh, my God.
I'll get to them eventually. I'll get to them. Quick break. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
I want to take the segment to just go through your tabs, guys. And the
There's some
emails.
problems here, yeah.
What's coming up on the next episode? Arriba. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, it's guacamole. Cher believes in life after love, but having a hard time with love after life runs its course. Plus, Pop-Tart, more like Flop-Tart. What's the deal with that? All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Here's your midday weather update on this Friday. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. For today through Monday, we'll see high temperatures around or just above 90 degrees. There's only an outside chance for a shower today, slightly higher chance for some rain on Sunday evening with the sea breeze, just a 30% chance. Then we dry it out and heat it up for next week. In fact, by this time next week, upper 90s to near 100 degrees. That is what's in play. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let me tell you about that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguyDon.com. He is a true part of the Real Radio family, and that means he takes care of your family. Be sure to check out the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning where he's answering your questions live on the air. He's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business because he wants you to know how it works. So get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Moments
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1907 $10 gold Liberty coins has been found. These gorgeous 1907p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 100 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1907 gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1907 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 117 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3097. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $50 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3097 now to secure your 1907p $10 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-973-3097.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
and beyond coming up in just a moment. Don't forget, friends, your lifeline to the show, the way you see if we're still around, if we're still kicking out content, and what's happening in this community is thenewsjunkie.com. All right, that's where you go to get the podcast links, and that's how you keep up with things. If you all of a sudden aren't getting updates and you don't know why, go to the website, because probably the feed or wherever you're listening has had some issue on their side that wasn't us. But thenewsjunkie.com is the place to go. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Okay.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, perhaps you're looking to expand your business, start your business, do some debt consolidation, everything in between, go to thatmortgageguydawn.com and work with an expert and a friend that you can trust.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Nice.
Thank you. It was 38 years ago, 1986. This gal right here.
I'm begging of you, please.
Oh, Dolly Parton.
Dolly
McIntyre.
Parton is right. And it was on this day that she officially opened Dollywood Amusement Park to the public.
How long ago?
It was 38 years ago.
Wow.
1986. On my bucket list still. Would like to go once, but hopefully work it out so I can see Dolly Parton.
I know we've talked about this before, but is it a full-fledged theme park? Does it have it has rides? It has, oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you. It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, gets 2.5 million guests a year, and employs 3,000 people. Imagine, your boss, Dolly effing Parton. How cool is that? And how cool is that this gal's still getting it in, we'll call it.
Oh, yeah.
And she believes in life after love, but having a hard time with that life part with men her age. She was asked recently on Jennifer Hudson's show, how do you keep the dating world up? Why do you keep dating men so young? And to directly quote her, she says, men her age are all dead. Simple as that.
Okay.
Which is sad, but factual. Before confessing why she prefers younger men, Cher claimed that she had previously shut down Elvis Presley's romantic advances.
Damn.
Thank you very much.
Hey, just for the record,
yeah,
Dollywood is a 2-park experience.
Wow.
It's a theme park with roller coasters and all that good stuff, and a water park that is right next to it.
Hell yes.
$100 a day for a ticket.
That's not bad, is it?
It's not too bad. It's not as bad as some of the other places.
Parks?
Yeah.
So Elvis Presley apparently hit on Cher back in the day, and she was nervous about his reputation, and she knew of the people around him. So she said a no to him. And then it was earlier this year, late last year, last couple years, we'll say, that Cher has been seen dating a younger man, like way, way, way younger.
Yeah.
So she says the reason for that is because all the men her age are dead or dying. So you have a chance if you're not dying.
I think everybody should date somebody younger than them, but that's impossible. You know, it's impossible to do. I think
it is
healthy,
possible to date someone younger than you. What do you mean?
No, but not everybody could do it, because if I want to date somebody who's a little bit younger than me to keep me on my toes,
No, he's not. He's
am.
dating somebody who's way younger than him.
I mean, way younger.
I'm dating somebody who's younger than me, but she can't also date somebody who's younger than her, or we're gonna have a talk.
Okay.
Because somebody in the relationship has to be the older one. But
It's definitely Courtney. I'm gonna throw that out there.
who's
Keep you
to
in
say?
check, man.
Who's to say?
She is a wonderful woman, and I don't know. You guys love your movies. Have you noticed that there's a lot less sex involved?
Trying to think. Has there been less sex scenes in movies?
According to a recent study, it has declined dramatically since 2000. Where the
Really?
sex was peaking. They say it has gone down almost 40% and not going down in the fun way. Am I right?
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like foreplay stuff.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the number of movies without any sex scenes has gone up from an average of 20% per year to 50%. So what has changed is how graphic scenes are. So you're seeing a lot of peen. That's what they note the most in this research. I love that there's money going to research like this.
I know.
To
Whose
find
job
out
is
how
this?
many erect penises are on display on TV and
I have
film.
an unpopular opinion on this, I think. I think this is unpopular. I don't like graphic sex scenes in my movies.
What do you mean
I
by
don't like 'em.
what are we talking graphic wise?
Like the ones in what's Little Dicky's show called again? Dave? And the ones in Dave. I don't like scenes like that go on for too long, or that I find it, I don't know, it's weird.
It is weird because you're feeling something in your private
it's not
areas.
that. It's not that. It's like I get the same feeling as if I'm in a theater full of people watching a porn or something. And I always thought like going to an adult theater would be the most bizarre thing on planet Earth.
I could never.
Everybody look. That's so weird.
I mean,
it's not
my
a social
porn
thing
experience, like in my, I guess not really growing up, but when I was exploring, it's like it had to be on mute.
Yeah.
And because there was always someone next door, whether it was a dorm or the house, and But with that, you sit in a theater.
Weird.
Oh, I've told you guys a story. My dad had this brilliant idea of having not only our entire family, but our family friends' entire family go to a movie on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
And of all the movies to pick, he did Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
That has very, very, very graphic sex scenes, both lesbian and non-consensual. And with that, very uncomfortable.
It's
Won't
weird.
do that again. Last movie we saw together.
Imagine you're watching with your family and there's a sex scene. If it goes on for like 3 seconds, whatever. But when it goes on for like 20 seconds, I'm like,
Blue is the warmest color.
That's weird.
One angle. So strange. Well, let's get rid of the sex and get some guac in us, huh? Because this guy's bringing it to you.
The Rock. Oh,
What
the Rock
the guac
is cooking.
And that's what he's doing to distract everyone from his lateness, because he's on time with this. Guac on the Rock. All you have to do is order a cocktail that uses his tequila brand. 2 points. What is it called?
Terramana or something?
That was very quick, and you get those 2 points. It's a special promotion for all of May at participating restaurants. All you have to do is take a photo with your receipt, submit it online, and you'll be reimbursed on Venmo. All these loopholes just for what? Some free guac? First 100,000 participants who redeem the offer will receive $10 off their guacamole order. This is a scam. Why did I even read this? I'm not getting paid for it. Let's go back to the sex stuff, shall we?
Sure.
Emma Stone has a next movie, and if you thought the content of... Did you see Poor Things before?
I have not, but it's on the list for sure.
Please.
So many people have talked about it to me.
Baby Reindeer is going to take you a while. Poor Things, wait 45 minutes, please, Sean. Because at the 40-minute mark, you're going to be like, oh, forget this. This is very strange. Get past that, and you're going to love the movie. But there is a lot of sex. There's a lot of boobs, a lot of genitals all together. And if you
lot of orgasms.
Thought that was intense, then wait for her next film, because it involves anal beads.
Okay. That's a new one.
How about this? Anal beads and chess.
Oh, like the cheating scandal.
Right. Maybe. It's based on the true story. The 2022 19-year-old Hans Niemann, I can't believe they're making a movie about this already, upset the number one chess player in the world, 31-year-old Magnus Carlsen. Magnus C. But then he was accused of cheating. And how he was accused of cheating?
I think we had the video afterwards. Do you remember when the next tournament he went to, they did the security wand and they waved it over his ass?
His butt. Beep.
To like confirm he didn't have anything in there.
God. Of all the rumors to be accused of cheating via your butt, that's a lot. But he did it with confidence and didn't have anything there. But they've made a whole movie about it. So, upcoming book about the scandal called Checkmate. And that's what the movie is based on. It's also starring Nathan Fielder, huge fan of him.
Yeah.
And they just did a show together. Did you guys ever watch that one?
No, the one where they're
very
like selling
awkward.
houses or something.
I watched a couple episodes and it was super uncomfortable, but very well put. The Curse. And then in a couple months, we shall see Checkmate. If you want to see this weekend Pop-Tart, it is already getting the reviews in, and it's more of a Flop-Tart.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
On the tomato meter, 40% as far as the reviews. Now, there weren't a whole lot, but when it came to the professional reviews, also 48%. The trailer looked great, but now I'm concerned that maybe they just blew out all the good jokes during the trailer.
It could be.
Are you interested in it?
Maybe. I'm on the fence.
I'll watch it when it streams. It's star-studded. They've got some stuff lined up. Hugh Grant's in it. That I like that guy.
He's
but
in everything lately.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've heard that there's a lot of people that are poo-pooing on this movie.
Poop-Tart. How about we just talk about the guy who invented this right here?
Mike Lindell.
That is correct. And now
They have a song?
they have a trap remix of the song, my friend. So Paul Bearer was The Undertaker's longtime manager, as you both know.
It was Paul Bearer?
Yeah, get it?
Okay.
He's The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Very well known. His face also very well known. You might even confuse him, as not wrestling fans, as someone who was featured in The Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
He's now trending because the man who portrayed him, William Moody, passed away in 2013. That's not the reason why he's trending. It's because My Pillow guy is not looking good in the public eye and has been compared to Paul Bearer in many, many, many ways. I sent you the link over there, the side-by-side for anyone watching on the stream. If you're listening in podcast of the weekend, maybe we'll throw it on See It Now. If not, just Google Paul Bearer / My Pillow guy, and you shall see, because...
Is that real?
Woof.
Look at this,
Sealand, if
Sealand.
you could show him.
Wow.
That is rough, man.
He looks like he's had a rough couple of months here.
The most common remark, aside from Lindell looking like he was hiding a zombie bite from his settlement, was that he resembled the Paul Bearer character. Photos likely altered from an original is his excuse. However, the feedback was enough that Paul Bearer currently trending on Twitter /X. And with that, I must give you the boob tube, but I want you to know that this weekend's going to be lit, you guys. May the 4th be with you. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Bonnaroo, if you want to perhaps get a chance to get some tickets, please go to @SabrinaAmber on Instagram and see that strange genie video I gave you. And as far as the boob tube, Sean's going to watch Baby Reindeer as well as Poor Things. C-Lane may watch Hulu Prom Dates. That's going to be on there. We have the Pop-Tarts comedy Unfrosted. 15th season finale of Shark Tank. The Kentucky Derby, baby!
Yeah!
Woo! Dua Lipa is going to be on Saturday Night Live. The Roast of Tom Brady will be on Netflix. And you follow your dreams and say it with me. America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank
Your
you,
chance to win a grand
Sabrina.
in your hand is minutes away.
All right. Thank you, Sabrina.
No, thank you.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Minutes
This
away.
week in Florida is coming up next. So make sure that you are hanging out with us. C-Lane has so many tabs open. There must be some good stuff in there. And we'll find out what we got. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win a grand in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. There's an accident on Florida's Turnpike causing a bit of delays northbound before Hancock Road and on the Greenway. Slowdowns northbound between John Young Parkway and Orange Blossom Trail. You could expect your regular delays this afternoon on I-4 before Champions Gate and between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Attention all golfers, wannabe golfers, enthusiasts, and do-gooders alike. Get ready to tee off for a cause at the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble. Coming to the prestigious Heathrow Country Club June 3rd. You'll start the day with breakfast to fuel your swing, 18 holes of championship golf, a cart, door prizes, range balls, goodie bags, and more. Best of all, your participation supports Crime Line, an organization dedicated to keeping our communities safe. So mark your calendars and register now at crimeline.org and secure your spot in this unforgettable event at Heathrow Country Club, June 3rd. It's the Crime Line Charity Golf Scramble Tournament. Let's make a difference, one swing at a time.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
It's time for the Great Haircut Sale at your local Great Clips salon. Your chance to get a great haircut at an even greater price, just $8.99. And money's not all you'll save at Great Clips. When you use online check-in, you can save time too. So download our app today and hurry in for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great. for a limited time at participating salons.
The $8.99 Great Haircut Sale runs May 3rd through May 10th.
Visit our Orlando, Daytona Beach, and Ocala area salons.
Hey, everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
See it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain and Prince's greatest hits with classic albums live at Hard Rock Live Orlando. Iconic album and other hits from the Purple One live, note for note, cut for cut, June 14th. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster and at the Hard Rock Live box office by calling 407-351-LIVE.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle. Unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Hey guys, don't be that dad without life insurance. When thanks to Ethos, you can be that great dad with life insurance to help keep his family living exactly like they do now, secure and protected in the event of the unexpected. With a fast and easy online experience, some policies as low as $1 a day and up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam, just a few health questions. Ethos makes getting life insurance protection hassle-free. E for easy, E for ethos at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row.
What's happening in the Sunshine State, and it usually is not a pretty picture, friends, but we'll wait and pass judgment when time comes, because This Week in Florida is in a moment here. But you can always keep up with the show. Don't ever miss a segment again. Keep up with what's happening in our worlds and do that by subscribing to the podcast. It's absolutely free for you to do. And all the links that you need on all platforms are over at thenewsjunkie.com. I'd encourage you to go there, create an account, and start interacting with others by sending your video and audio dispatches our way. Right now, it's time to get into it. C-Lane, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready to do this, Sean.
All right, let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. It's This Week in Florida, and we start off with a follow-up to a story that we talked about, I think it was a handful of weeks ago, but I think you guys will remember this soundbite.
Now, it is fine for us to have research and development because our astronauts may need that one day. I think it is fine to develop moon meat. I think they can make it on the moon and export it to Mars, and it's fine to have Martian meat, too.
That's right. That was a politician that was waxing poetic about how he wants to, how he supported a potential Florida ban on lab-grown meat, and this week that was signed into law by none other than old meatball Ron Puddin' Fingers, Ron DeSantis.
So the bill that I'm going to sign today is going to say, basically, take your fake lab-grown meat elsewhere. We're not doing that in the state of Florida.
Florida good, lab-grown meat bad. Ron DeSantis signed legislation Wednesday banning cultivated or lab-grown meat in Florida, placing it within a conspiracy by global elites to destroy agriculture in the interests of fighting climate change.
Wait.
Where do we thrive, Florida, as far as agriculture besides oranges? What else are we bringing to the US?
I don't know.
There's plenty of farms.
Yeah, we got a lot of farms. I don't know what they're doing on them, but we
They're
got a
being
bunch
affected?
of them. Here's my question. They just banned lab-grown meat. Can you actually buy lab-grown meat anywhere? Where?
I mean, I think you have to order it online. The USDA began authorizing the sale of lab-grown meat in the United States last June. So we're about a year into this, although it's hard to find. I think it's expensive. During a ceremony in the Hardy County Cattlemen's Arena, that's why all those claps are happening. In Wauchula, the governor compared the threat of lab-grown meat to citrus greening and hurricanes.
This says lab-grown meat is not available at any single restaurant in the United States of America.
No, not
Thank
restaurants.
you,
but you can. I think you probably order it online.
I know there's a lot of companies that are in the business of it. I just don't know that anybody is like at the finish line where they're even ready to sell this.
You're saying this is a false flag for
I'm saying
Meatball Ron.
Once again, I'm saying this is like it's fixing an issue that's not there.
Mm-hmm.
We keep doing this in the world of politics. It's like we're going to ban lab-grown meat, and I know all the farmers are super
We're going to make
thrilled
sure
about that.
boys can't play in the girls' sports.
And I think that there's concerns about some of the weirdo climate people being against farming and other issues. But when I look at it, I go, I've never seen it available for sale. I don't know that this is like a big threat to them. What are we doing here?
If you ask Governor DeSantis, the elites are forcing lab-grown meat on us, but not
Down
in
our
Florida.
throats.
You could take it out of here and make it unlawful for any person to manufacture for sale, sell, hold, or offer for sale or distribute.
Oh, you can't even order it to be sent to your house.
No, I don't think so. You can't even hold it.
Also, why am I to be against lab-grown meat? What is the thing that's wrong with that as an alternative? I would
because it's all the elites are using lab-grown meat.
Don't you care about farmers,
forcing
Sean?
it upon you to get rid of the agriculture industry.
I think the farmers.
Are you not
should get the
listening to
lab-grown meat.
Meatball Ron?
I am of the mind that I love meat. Okay, I'm into meat. I'm a meat man.
Put that on your tombstone.
Please.
Put meat man on my Sean Watson meat man. There
Definitely
you go.
a
I'll be
voice
fine with
clip
it.
that I could play next week.
But if I could get the same exact meat, all in the same way, same price, all that stuff, but an animal didn't have to die, that seems appealing to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
Imagine
that would be a bad
that.
thing. Yeah.
Well,
God forbid.
then you're
Well,
going to have to go
Ron
to
forbid.
Georgia because Ron forbid. You're right,
All
Sabrina.
right, fine.
Well, speaking of just terrible natural disasters
Go
like
on.
lab-grown meat, the hurricane season is coming up, and it's hard out there for a homeowner because with just...
You're going to say something else real quick.
Didn't think the NER was getting in there? Hard out there for a person who owns a home.
Right.
Gay or not, gay or straight. With just weeks before the start of hurricane season, letters have gone out from ASI Progressive. This week, the company reported its plan to shed about 100,000 insurance policies. They are
Do we have
dropping
just one insurance place in Florida now?
pretty much. Simply said they were reducing their hurricane exposure, according to a resident of Bonita Springs who said he received one of the letters and had to immediately begin looking for replacement coverage. Many people are in the same boat. In many cases, people are being forced to pay more for coverage. It's a really big problem for a lot of people. Another problem, this is, this is something that's frowned upon, they say, but an HOA president, which, yeah, I know, you should have known just by that. He's in deep trouble because he doesn't like people fishing on his land. I don't even know if it's his land or if it's just in the subdivision. But a man was taken to jail last month for allegedly approaching 3 people with a gun for fishing at a subdivision where he is the president of the homeowners association. These people fishing, kids ages 7, 10, and 15.
I love it.
Yeah, finally, the clamp down on kids fishing has finally begun.
This is
the real
my
problem.
property because I'm the president and technically don't own any of this property.
Pretty much. Kyle Tate of Palm Bay, 56 years old, arrested on felony charges of criminal mischief and grand theft. Don't know where that comes in. Officers responded to Stillwater Lake subdivision after the children reported that a man approached them with a gun, telling them to get off his property. The children were fishing on the south side of the subdivision's lake, which belongs to the HOA and not Kyle Tate. But Fox 35 was able to confirm he is the president of the HOA. My guess is not much longer.
Yeah, exactly.
He's booked in.
Just real quick, Eric on YouTube says, I think they're talking about Beyond Meat. That's not lab-grown meat.
No, it's not.
It's plant-based.
Yeah, those are all plant-based alternatives. Those are different. Sorry, go ahead, Sealand.
I mean, I think if you asked his meatballiness,
he would
probably
think all of it is.
be anti-Beyond Meat as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's weird.
Those guys
real meat.
already thriving. A lawyer in Jacksonville is out of a job, I think. He was once arrested for DUI back in 2019 and famously told police officers, F you, I'm a lawyer, you dumb F. Oh. He's now been, via emergency order, suspended from the Florida bar. The lawyer who made headlines for his expletive-filled DUI arrest has been ordered to stop practicing law by the Florida Supreme Court. A petition by the bar to suspend James Alfred Stanley Jr., who worked for Jacksonville law firm Myers & Stanley, was granted. The petition accuses him of stealing money from his clients' settlements rather than paying the money out to the clients. You don't do that. They say he has caused or is likely to cause immediate and serious harm to clients or the public by misappropriating funds. He's ordered to stop practicing and drop all current cases within 30 days. I didn't know they'd give you a little window for that, but it makes sense.
Wrap them up.
Can't just you got to hand them off to people, I think.
Objection.
Yeah. So, let's see. Another fishing story, weirdly enough. Could have been a segment within a segment. But I dropped the ball. An argument that erupted among fishermen turned deadly in the Florida Panhandle when one man pulled a gun and shot a fellow angler. Identities of the suspect and victim have
Number
not
one
been
rule
released.
of fishing with other people is don't shoot them, right?
I mean,
I would think so.
You would assume you're not getting shot whilst fishing among friends, but not the case at the Diamond Head Fish Camp in Vernon. About 100-mile drive northwest of Tallahassee, the woman called 911 and reported her husband was involved in an altercation with another man. All 3 men had been on the lake fishing and consuming alcohol most of the day, which I think go hand in hand. If you're fishing without consuming alcohol, then
you're not really fishing.
Are you? I would agree.
Unless you're doing that like 4 o'clock in the morning, which a lot of people do.
That's when the fish are biting.
Very early to start drinking.
Once back at the dock, one party became aggressive and threatened to kill one of the other individuals. The altercation became physical between 2 parties, and a firearm was produced. The investigation is still ongoing. No charges filed, which is weird, but it sounds like maybe they think that one of them did it in self-defense after that threat. And now, friends, and now we do get to a segment within a segment.
All right.
That's right. Brace yourselves for this week in throwing food in Florida.
What happened?
It wasn't queued up.
Oh.
It's not.
Were you
it's
supposed
not
to be
going.
singing in that?
Brace yourself for this week in Florida Food in Florida.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you pay for that?
I did not. A handcuffed 73-year-old man somehow was able to, quote, forcibly, end quote, throw a cheeseburger at a cop, leading to the suspect's arrest on a felony battery charge. Police responded to a Wawa convenience store in Fort Pierce, Florida, in reference to a subject being present who was previously trespassed. Since the trespass was still active, police arrested Joseph Delancey. This guy didn't look like he really had a home to go back to, so it sounds like they just gave him a place to stay for the night. During the detainment of Joseph, he was holding half of a cheeseburger, which is weird that they would handcuff him, but he would still be holding the cheeseburger.
He refused to let go of it.
According to the arrest affidavit, after being provided demands to drop said burger, he refused to do so. After the handcuffs were placed onto him, Joseph forcibly threw the burger into my right leg, a cop added. The cheeseburger struck the patrolman, leaving behind burger residue on the thigh of the lawman who survived the attack.
Throw the book at him.
Who survived the attack?
Okay, that line was put in there by the smoking gun, but residue was in quotes. Burger residue. Delancey was charged with trespassing, a misdemeanor, and battery on a law enforcement officer, a felony. He was locked up in lieu of a $10,000 bond. That I'm guessing by his mugshot, he's not going to be able to fulfill. His lengthy rap sheet includes, he looks homeless, includes convictions for attempted murder, fraud, and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. He's previously been arrested for attempting to strike a cop with a metal pole. And I have one more story in This Week in Throwing Food in Florida. So, in case you haven't figured it out, Ryan Holmes showed me his website where it's AI makes songs for you.
Send me that website right now.
Is it Suno?
Suno.
SUNO.com.
.ai. It took me, .com works too. Took like 2 seconds. A 20-year-old man is behind bars, charged with launching a fried chicken fusillade. Launching fried chicken at his sister during a domestic clash in the residence they share. The poultry pelting occurred Sunday afternoon in the Clearwater home during a verbal altercation. It looks like his name's Kanye with an H randomly shoved in there.
I'm going to let you finish.
Kanye Medley grabbed a bag of Church's chicken from his sister and began throwing pieces of chicken at her. One piece of fried chicken hit the victim in the back and left debris of food on her shoulders.
I love that this is in reports. That is really like part of the case that you have to be like, there was some residue, a grease stain.
The burgers left residue. The chicken left debris. The motive for the chicken winging, Medley stated he did this because he had not eaten and did not want the piece of chicken the victim offered him, so he became upset. He wanted probably the bigger piece of chicken. Despite the hangry defense, Medley was arrested for domestic battery, a misdemeanor, and booked into the county jail. And that's it for This Week in Throwing Food in Florida. Catchy damn song.
It sounds so good.
And last but not least, in Miami, TSA agents caught a man trying to smuggle a bag of snakes through a checkpoint at Miami International Airport. Airport sounds a lot more fun. Just get some pillows and some blankets and some airplanes, and we are good to go. He was trying to keep the snakes in his pants after TSA agents removed the snakes. It was a couple of them, but they're really tiny, like tiny little pink snakes. He was holding them in a bag that you would put sunglasses in. After TSA agents removed the snakes from his possession, they called the U.S. Customs and Border Protection and Miami-Dade Police, who turned the tiny little pink snakes over to the Fish and Wildlife Commission. That's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane.
It's This Week in Florida.
Pretty catchy little jam there.
It's This Week in Florida. God, AI is so nuts.
Music is dead. It's over with. Now you just go to Suno.com and you type in emo song done in the style of.
I typed It's This Week in Throwing Food in Florida, and then I copied and pasted it, and under style I put 2000s pop punk.
I mean, they nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Holy cow. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hear from some of you. You can send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Because I have not been good about playing those, I'll play a couple of them now. Here is Jeffrey with a video dispatch joining us on the show. Right
This
here.
is Jeff, the Agent Sensation. And I miss live trivia. I was the worst player ever. And it is freaking hot. I'm out here in Daytona Beach, Margaritaville, having a good time. So enjoy your weekend, everybody.
What is that?
See you later.
Tube of cement?
Yeah, he's just popping some cement down and making a building. He's getting the work done.
I
out
remember
there.
that guy. He's the dispatch on the Asian Sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great dispatcher. Excellent guy. Thank you. Appreciate you. Send in your video dispatches. Also out there doing the hard man's work. So thank you, sir. We love you. Here's
hard
chaos.
man's work?
What do they call it?
I don't know. A hard day's work. He's doing man work.
All right, put it in
Working
sumo.
with the boner.
Give me a hard man's work song. That's how everything goes these days. Here's chaos.
What's up, news junkies? You know, just out here enjoying myself.
Oh, look at that.
Done with work. You know, when it comes to this whole AC thing, and climate change, well, if it weren't for these libtards wanting these electric cars, you know, forcing all these big earth movers and all these other construction equipment to have to dig up the cobalt and everything else for their libtard machine electric cars, we wouldn't have an issue.
All right, chaos. Blaming electric cars. That's the problem that we have going here.
Libtard would have a clearer connection, I think.
His phone is, I think he's an Android guy. That's part of the problem there. But we got one more. Here is Big
hold on.
T.
Wait.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
I don't think it's ready yet.
Damn it, T-Lane.
Go do Big T. Do Big T real quick.
Good after morning news junkies. So, figured I'd try out this video dispatch thing. And
oops.
Well, this is what I'm up to today. I am moving this epoxy floor.
Whoa.
Cool.
This concrete. It's a lot of fun. And, no, it's not really. It sucks. But, yeah, just another one of my...
Ooh, a pool out there, too. All right.
Big T out.
Thank you, Big T. Appreciate you. Send your video dispatch over on the website. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, and that's where you can do it. Are you ready for prime time, C-Lane?
This is not as good as I suspected. I think I shouldn't have just put
flip.
Johnny Cash for the style of music.
Yes, hard man's work. Hard man's work. I'm a man and I'm hard. I'm doing work.
Kind of punk rock.
This is the laziest AI I've ever seen.
The last line.
I'm doing work.
All right.
Doesn't sound like Johnny Cash at all.
I'm a man and I'm not doing it. Damn it.
It's like an AI on a siesta.
But it kind of slaps.
I'm a man and I'm hard and I'm doing work. Yeah. All right.
Well, there you go.
It could be the next big hit. Who knows?
Please
we'll see
no.
what happens. All right. Quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from U+, this man who's in charge of a lot of our economic policy, and he was just made to look pretty stupid in an interview. We'll play that, and we'll see what we all think of it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Travel with caution. There's an accident on Florida's Turnpike causing a bit of delays northbound before Hancock Road and on the Greenway. Slowdowns northbound between John Young Parkway and Orange Blossom Trail. You could expect your regular delays this afternoon on I-4 before Champions Gate and between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools? Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546, Office, Orlando.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas. loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
See it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Deep Cuts. Featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Who, The Stones, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Deep Cuts, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
probably know me for being very bad at all things sports. I want to tell you, I've been watching with interest at the evolution of one singular sport, or at least some part of that sport, and that is baseball. And baseball, to me, sorry, baseball fans, I apologize, super boring and slow. But there are people who are trying to change some of that. And you might have heard of teams like the Savannah Bananas, who it's like baseball in a show. It's wild what they do, and they come out like wrestlers, and they do this whole giant production. And now there's more of this going on.
I love it. I think it's exactly what a game like that needed. Now I grew up with baseball. Like the Marlins was the go-to, and mostly I imagine was because that was the most inexpensive sporting game to bring for children to.
I think so. Right.
But
it would be cheaper.
It took a long time.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to Savannah Bananas, like the biggest thing was like they jumped on the viral train, and they have videos that start to pop off. And now every time I see Savannah Bananas post, it's like a celebrity is now there.
Yeah.
John Cena, I think recently, just like we have a guest player right now, and he did a whole thing and a dance, and then he was at bat.
It's fun. It's like this really exciting thing that they do. And now there's another team, the Tri-City Chili Peppers, and check out what they're doing. This is pretty fun. They're going to do the first ever glow-in-the-dark baseball game where all of the players,
dangerous.
The ball.
How the hell are you going to see the ball?
I don't
it's
know.
glowing
Look.
too.
So they're all out there, and they're wearing like these glow-in-the-dark outfits, and the ball glows, and it's dark in the stadium.
Interesting.
And they're playing baseball, and it's pretty cool looking, actually.
It looks like they're putting some like glow liquid on the ball as well.
Yeah, it's all lit up.
They would have to.
And I don't know if they're using black lights or if there's something else to play. Yeah, because it's really, really popping. Like their uniforms are almost just, luminescent, and it's cool looking. And it's smart stuff to do. These are really, really smart things to do.
Going to be a bunch of people on ecstasy at that game.
Probably at least a few, I would think. Go see the Tri-City Chili Peppers and have a little bit of fun.
Which Tri-Cities is it?
I don't know. It says Cosmic Baseball Game from the Tri-City Chili Peppers, and it'll be the first ever Cosmic Baseball Game, a full game under
Virginia.
black lights.
Colonial Heights, Virginia.
So it is black lights, a full game under black lights with glow-in-the-dark uniforms. They're going to be playing in Virginia. So if you're listening to the show, you're a News Junkie fan in Virginia, go check them out. It should be
Interesting
pretty cool.
question.
I'll determine that.
So the typical baseball stadium has very, very bright lights up there. You got to you probably have to like tether yourself to this thing and climb a big ladder that's like a big nope ladder if you see it.
Yeah.
Do they have to replace all those with black lights?
Yeah.
That is an interesting question.
They absolutely do.
I think they do. I think
Also,
that's what they're using.
I think like a giant hit into the outfield is going to be extremely difficult. Because if it goes higher than those lights, then you're not going to be able to see it until it is right in your face.
They need to make sure that ball is just really, really glowing. Because that's obviously a very key part of baseball as a game.
Yeah, put whatever the Ninja Turtles had on them on the ball.
Need some gloop, some goo, some something to make that thing really shine out there.
It says the cosmic baseball concept is made possible thanks in part to the team's uniform vendor, 3N2, hat producer Brett Moore Headwear, and equipment manufacturers Tucci and Wilson Sports Goods. Lighting company Sonaray was tasked with creating black lights powerful enough to play under in order to make the concept viable, which seems like it from what I remember about having a black light, it doesn't light up the room very well. Unless you have something reactive. So if you have to have something that powerful to blacklight the whole outdoor stadium and then make it enough that people can see what's going on, that seems like it's a fun idea, but it also seems like a lot.
Yeah, it's a feat. I wonder if they'll, I'm sure they'll draw some people in.
I need the behind-the-scenes nerd YouTube video about how this is done.
All right, I guess this is somebody who is the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors.
Oh, getting all that pee.
Powerful economic person in the United States. Jared Bernstein is his name, and even advises the president on economic policy. And they said in this trailer, there's an interview with him, and he just totally drops the ball on a question. I have not seen it yet, so we're going to watch it together. Let's see.
The U.S. government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
All right, so that's her big question. She's saying, why does the United States of America, we're in deep debt, why do we borrow our own currency? And so she asked this to this very important, very prominent economist who advises Biden on economic policy, Jared Bernstein, and let's see him with it.
Like you said, they print the dollar. So why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money.
When posed the question, it took him 15 pregnant seconds to get a proper sentence out.
He sounded like that Miss America contestant.
Education and Iraq and the other places.
And such, and as such.
Again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money. Answer the question. And then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do?
Wait.
I
buddy.
love that.
This guy. How do you have this job?
He makes so much money.
He probably
and
does.
Cannot answer that question.
You know, what is it you do, sir? I don't know.
As they would say,
Ebony,
Naga worker anymore.
He gave it a shot, but swing and a miss for him. What do you think? We're in good hands, right? Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. You can, on your phone or anything else with a microphone, send us a dispatch, or you can send us a video dispatch and go right to the front of the line. That's what I've decided. Moving forward, video dispatches right to the front of the line, just like that. We'll see what yours is. That is on the way. So go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, jury duty is coming up, and a new feature on vehicles that seems a little scary to me, but we'll see what you think. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. is
Monsters in the Morning.
Did Angelique and Daisy get lost?
I hope they're kissing.
Oh, God almighty.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
Are the Falcons taking too much heat for taking Michael Penix? I always say there's nothing wrong with having too many quarterbacks. And if Atlanta has a great season, I think they will, and goes on a deep playoff run with Kirk Cousins, nobody's going to care where Penix was picked. Belichick and John Lynch, major draft whips. But we forget about it. Winning absolves everything. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare quote button, and Don will review your quote today. He's going to let you know if you got the best deal or make sure to get you the best deal. That mortgage guy, Don, is a friend that has your best interests in mind. So, peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote today.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
The Florida Department of Transportation wants to inform you of a new traffic pattern at the Sand Lake Road and Interstate 4 exchange. Please stay alert, avoid distractions, and follow all posted signs while driving through the construction zone. Go to i4beyond.com/Sand Lake for up-to-date information.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Caught up with everything you need to know, and probably at the top of the hour, work in some more of your commentary, your dispatches, of course, from thenewsjunkie.com. I look forward to seeing that. There's yet another rule in a world of rules, just more rules stacking on rules all the time. And the newest one is going to be another requirement for vehicles. And they said all new vehicles starting in 2029 are to have the automatic emergency braking feature at speeds up to 90 miles per hour. This will be required. And that means that my car has this. It's super weird. If your car detects what it sees as an imminent collision, it will automatically hit the brakes in your vehicle. Like if you're driving around and somebody gets really close to you, you don't have to hit it. It'll hit the brakes for you.
Which is, proven to have avoid a lot of accidents in the past. Like I remember when I was driving the car in Ireland, it was like a brand new Volvo. Yeah. And I was in reverse but didn't realize it. And all of a sudden, like I am backing up, slams on the brake, throws my entire family forward, but we didn't damage the car.
Right.
Didn't need insurance. And
as long as
car.
If it doesn't malfunction and just happen when it's not supposed to.
But if you're going 90 and it hits that, I mean, isn't it going to skid?
It could, yeah. I mean, maybe it hits the brakes better and smarter than you could as a human, and I don't know. I mean, look, I am by no means a professional driver. I just try to get by out there, and this seems like something good to me overall. You always have resistance to stuff like this. Like, I'll never forget, I saw a news report one time. It's my second favorite one behind the one. We played this on the show before. Remember when they were first instituting DUI laws in England?
Oh, yeah.
And before that, you could drink.
I'm going to keep drinking and driving.
Go to the pub.
I don't believe it.
And like, I can't believe they would have a law for this. This is our right. We're British citizens. We should be able to drink at the pub and drive home. And they thought this is never going to work. And of course, now that's just kind of built into us. And the other one that I had seen was a report when they federally mandated that vehicles have seatbelts, and they went around and people were like, I ain't never going to wear one. I'm never going to put one of those. And you're like, why? What? I'll never understand some of you, the stuff you're against. Like, I'm against stuff big time. I'm against things that will curtail any person's freedoms in any way, any person's freedom of speech to operate freely as an American. I'm with you. Give me a sign. I'm right next to you. But some of you will be against weird stuff, and I don't get that. Like the people who are against the electric cars, I've brought this up before. I don't understand the anti-electric car move. I'm like, either buy the electric car or don't buy the electric car. I mean,
and if people want to buy the electric car, leave them alone.
Yeah, I'm against the government like mandating that everybody buy an electric car, which I'm sure some people would like that.
That will never happen.
No, they're literally.
Could you imagine the steam blowing out of Ron DeSantis' ears if he heard that they were trying to force you to buy an electric car?
Look at this.
And it comes with a free lab-grown hamburger.
Look up electric car mandate California, because I believe that they have said any of the manufacturers who are going to sell in their state by whatever date, the vehicles have to be electric. Now, I've never read whatever it is, so I don't know if there's like some loopholes and some ways out in there. And that would be a thing I'd be against. I don't like mandates like this. But safety mandates can sometimes be a good idea, like a mandate for you to wear your seatbelt. I'm not against that. I'm absolutely for that.
By 2035, all new vehicles sold in the state of California must be zero-emission vehicels.
So could that mean not just electric? Is there any zero-emission vehicle that's not electric?
It'll be
expensive. Is a hydrogen-powered vehicle not zero-emission?
I don't know.
I don't see them too often, but I do see them every once in a while.
You see hydrogen-powered vehicles?
Yeah. You never seen this?
Isn't that dangerous? Like, wasn't that, Hindenburg?
I don't know.
So there are two types of zero-emission vehicles. That's what's popping up for me right now. Battery electric vehicles run on batteries that are recharged with electricity. And then hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles run on electricity from a fuel cell using compressed hydrogen.
I don't even know where you fill these things up. Like, have you ever seen a
compressed
station?
hydrogen station, obviously.
I guess there's some out there, but I've never
They got
run into
real good hot dogs at the compressed hydrogen station.
Hell yeah.
That's the place to go.
Would have been better if I could have said that correctly.
You got most of it out. I think that gets the job done. All right, here we go. Head first into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. That's what you need to remember. And after an accident, you fire up your phone and you dial up Mo, because he's going to hear you out and he's going to fight for you. And it's not going to be one of these things where there's no connection between you and the attorney who's representing you. That happens a lot. They go, let's get them signed up. So you call and they're nice to you for 5 seconds. They get you signed up. Now you're just a number. Now you're just in a spreadsheet. And they'll go, did you settle case 2657895? Oh, no, I'll get on that now. Mo is going to call you by your name. He's going to help you out. He's going to know what your story is. And he's going to fight for you. And that's what you deserve. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com.
Also, if you have any interest in getting on that Just Call Mo Celebrity Bowl-orama, you better hurry up, because people are selling out. This thing's over halfway
really?
done. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Good.
Famously, you and Sabrina went first.
Yeah. All right. We did it.
Yeah.
Go to justcallmo.com/bowling. Justcallmo.com/bowling. Steve-O on YouTube says, so everybody in California will need to spend $20,000 to replace a battery every 3 or 4 years? I don't know everything about electric cars, but I know that you don't have to replace your battery every 3 or 4 years in an electric car. That's just not true, because you could see vehicles out there that are far older than that. Like any other battery, I think that the reduction in storage is a thing over years, and the more times you recharge it. But I don't even think that is super pronounced. I think that the degradation of an electric vehicle is probably pretty close to on par with the degradation of a gas-powered vehicle. I'm not somebody who's like the biggest proponent of electric cars, and I really don't like that idea that somebody told me when you're driving a Tesla, it brakes a lot just when you let go of the accelerator, so you got to learn a new way to drive, essentially, if you want to drive smooth.
It takes some getting used to, but and some people said you could turn it off, but I never figured that out in the 24-ish hours that I had that Tesla for.
After driving that Tesla, were you happy that you had your truck and that you don't have an electric vehicle?
I didn't have the truck yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, part of it was kind of because I knew that I was going to be moving in the direction of getting a different vehicle. And so I was like, let me try this out to see if, because it's cool. And I'll tell you what, if it was at the point where it could, I could legally and safely take my hands off the wheel and let the car drive itself,
you'd go for it, huh?
I would probably be a lot more likely to do that.
All right, we want to hear you on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Let's work in just a couple of these legal stories. The two of the boaters seen on the viral video dumping trash overboard in the ocean are minors, an official says. Attorneys for the juveniles have advised them not to cooperate with investigators, says Major Dustin Bonds, a South Region commander with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, or the FWC. The agency is working with prosecutors in Palm Beach County State Attorney's Office to determine appropriate charges. Hey, they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to help you out. Arrest them. Charge them. Because what they are is they're rich kids who lawyered up. If there were a bunch of poor kids on some crappy flotilla out there, you would have tossed these kids in jail immediately because they had no representation. They would have came in and blabbed to you because that's what too many people do. And now we got these kids who are probably going to end up claiming, what that one rich kid claim, affluenza? Remember that whole to-do? And it's like, can't put me behind bars because I'm too rich.
Go through?
It worked. Yes. He went for affluenza.
It was like, this is the life I've known, just being super rich. It allowed me to kill people.
If that worked, who's the idiot? Who's the idiot?
The judge. The judge who ended up setting this guy free early. What's his name? Ethan Couch, the affluenza teen is what they're saying is his name. All right, we got to take a quick break because we're running a little bit behind. But when we come back, we'll talk about yet another rule out there that's trying to trip you up. And there was a 911 call in this whole Britney Spears saga. We'll just keep an eye on this and see what's happening from a distance. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's an accident on Florida's Turnpike at Hancock Road, blocking lanes northbound and southbound. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 westbound to Maitland Boulevard, and authorities are clearing up an accident on Severin Boulevard eastbound at University Boulevard, and there's an object in the roadway on I-4 heading westbound approaching Lake Mary Boulevard. If you see any traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do.
I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
It's time for the Great Haircut Sale at your local Great Clips salon. Your chance to get a great haircut at an even greater price, just $8.99. And money's not all you'll save at Great Clips. When you use online check-in, you can save time too. So download our app today and hurry in for the $8.99 Great Haircut Sale at Great Clips. It's gonna be great. For a limited time at participating salons.
The $8.99 Great Haircut Sale runs May 3rd through May 10th.
Visit our Orlando, Daytona Beach, and Ocala area salons.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is
Ohio weekend, and if you want to learn more about this show, I'd encourage you to do so. You can go over to thenewsjunkie.com, the website where you can find out what's happening around here. You can subscribe to the free podcast. You can learn about uncensored secret shows. There's a new one coming up this weekend, and you can send a dispatch to join us on the show today. We'd love to hear from you, so go do that over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Lots of stuff happening in the world, including this new law in California, which they've just passed, SB 478. And they said because of this, California will ban any restaurant surcharges on customer bills. And I think this is as a response
like the
to,
autograt?
Yeah, I think it's a response to them bringing up the minimum wage in California and having some problems with that, because you go mandate minimum wage $20 an hour if you're a fast food restaurant and you have this many locations. And then obviously those people have to make the prices more expensive. And because some of the places are going to want to pass that on and like blame the state of California, they'd be like a California surcharge, right? If they add any kind of thing like that to make up for the extra cost for their employees, then California is going to ban them from doing it. So they'll squish them on both sides. They'll say, we mandate you pay these folks $20 an hour. And also, if you try to pass the buck here and put it on any of the receipts, we're not going to allow that to happen. So
I don't think it would affect Autograt, though. You're talking about like the extra charges.
No, like, you know, when employers will do it for health care for their employees. I've seen that before. And they'll be like,
I mean,
hey.
I think it's stupid to ban that, but I also think like when restaurants do that, I'm like, can you just make the food a little more expensive?
Yeah.
You're just trying to pretend the food is less expensive.
Yeah, and they're trying to, it's a little tricky, honestly. It's a little bit of a tricky way to handle that stuff. And they don't want to raise prices because people hate when you raise prices. People freak out about that. But you have to do that when your labor costs get so expensive that you can't make things for the same price that you used to. Unless it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. You can get some deals on that one, man.
Let's do it.
That's how you do it right there. All right, let's go over to you. Okay. You join us on this Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Arriba.
Indeed. And all Mexicans right to the front of the line for Cinco de Mayo. Everybody who's dispatching. If
Do
you're
they have to put in the subject line, I'm a Mexican?
Yes. I'm going to need some sort of alert. And if you say that, boom, you even go ahead of the video people. Wow. All right, let's hear from you. Here is Solomon.
Oh, man, you know, I just realized we don't get to play this year.
Why? What?
Mexican, you name that tune.
Mexican, you name that tune.
Oh, that's true. We've been live out somewhere for all the other Cinco de Mayos.
Next year.
Yeah, next time we'll get them. Here's Solomon, who is sending us a video dispatch.
Afternoon, News Junkie.
Hey.
Hello, Sabrina. Ladies
Hey.
first. Sean and my man, Big C Lane.
What's happening?
Tell Jackson I said hi.
What's this guy in? Is he in like a big RV or something? What is it?
It's a truck.
Yeah.
Is it? It's
Big
just a regular truck? Oh, it's a semi.
That's the one that has the apartment in the back, I bet.
Yeah, this thing is nice looking.
I met you a couple years ago at the Cigar Whiskey. You and I had a drink. I'm calling you from my mobile $170,000 2023 Volvo 760. 3 years left payment.
Wait,
Me and
maybe
Macy.
it is an
Listen to
RV.
this guy, yeah.
Oh, no,
He
it's a truck.
Yeah, it's a big truck. Oh, that's the back of it. There's the sleeping area.
That's not bad.
$175,000, and this man's almost got it paid off. Good on you, sir. I'm no Dave Ramsey with the money things, but anytime you can get there to the finish line, go for it. Do your thing.
That's Macy. Just dropped off of Cisco and Alachua, going down to Lake Wells, Florida Natch, picking some juice. Take it to Dallas.
I don't know.
I'm one of these hardworking independent contractors.
Juice.
We making that move. Got to make it. Moving that stuff. One of those hardworking men. But right now, it's 72 degrees inside this truck, fully equipped.
This is a man who loves his truck.
Good for him.
You've really opened it up with this video dispatch thing.
I like this.
We're getting a lot of more information. Now we have a better idea, and I want to watch this guy's show. Subscribed.
Don't you feel like you get to know them a little better when you see
looked it
them? Yeah. Wait, what? What's
Sealand
what are you
looked up
looking
the
at?
truck, I bet.
It says, how big is the fuel tank on a 2024 Volvo VNL 760? That is the sleeper truck.
Yep.
300-gallon tank.
Holy cow! That's expensive to fill up. That's upwards of $1,000 to fill that thing up these days. Damn, hope you're getting that Costco discount.
Auxiliary unit, microwave, satellite TV, XM radio. But I listen to you guys all the time. Monsters, you, and my man Jim Corbett. Y'all have a good day. Airborne.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I like this getting to know you a little better through the video dispatch.
I want to see one of those trucks.
It looked really nice. It's pretty impressive. So good on you, sir. We appreciate
How
you.
far can you travel? 300 gallons. But what is the miles per gallon?
Probably not great, right? On a truck
Unless
like
You
that.
have to have a 300-gallon tank.
Yeah.
But you're still filling up, like... This
Google
every
it, see
couple
that?
hours.
Yeah, see how many miles it gets to the gallon.
Properly spec'd trucks are seeing up to 8.5 miles per gallon at speeds depending on weight and terrain.
All right, so
That's
a 300-gallon tank, 8 miles to the gallon. That's pretty far on one giant tank of gas right there.
Lose yourself.
But it's going to be very, very expensive for you to get all of that. Meanwhile, Britney Spears is going through it once more, and the people who are around her are enablers, and they should really feel bad about themselves. It's a bunch of these young guys who keep hanging out with her, and I'll see them in the videos, and I feel like everybody knows something is really wrong, but they don't care because they can make content off of Britney Spears and her breakdown. That's such a weird thing as a human being to do that. To be like, who cares if this person's struggling and going through something? What can I make of it? And that's all that's happened to Britney Spears. I'm not all leave Britney alone over here, but that's all that's happened to her for her whole life. People have taken advantage of the fame and talent that she has, whether it be like she accuses her parents of doing this, but it's the media certainly did when she had the last breakdown in front of the whole world, and we're all just watching her shave her head. And
God, that was decades ago now.
Yeah.
Now she's free of this conservatorship, and I got to be honest, I don't think this is a breakdown. I think this is just who Britney is. So let her live her life. She's gonna be weird like this. That's it. She's hurting nobody. Who is she hurting?
No, she's hurting herself. Yeah.
Who's to say? She seems happy. She's dancing all the time.
I don't know. To me, this seems like a person who is in trouble and is struggling. And it doesn't seem hard to me to look at her and go, she needs some assistance from some medical professional. You can see people.
Conservatorship too, electric boogaloo.
I don't know if she needs that, but when people are mentally ill like this, I think the right thing to do is try to help them out. And the wrong thing to do is just be like, okay, we'll just wait until something tragic happens, and then we'll just blame each other afterwards, which is what a lot of people end up doing. And the media is all too willing to do it, They don't give a damn. All they care about is how many views we can get off of this, what can we get out of this whole thing? And that's what it comes down to for them. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. I guess she's dating some guy, Paul Solis. Never heard of this individual before, but they said that she got into a huge fight with him. She almost had to be driven away by an ambulance, some catastrophe.
It was a fight. She was dancing, and she rolled her ankle.
Mm-hmm.
And while it is very swollen, she said, I found it to be unnecessary that an ambulance was called to make a whole scene.
Maybe an ambulance didn't need to be there for her injuries, but are you really of the opinion that she's not in a mental breakdown right now?
I don't think breakdown. I think mentally she is different than all of us, and not the same Britney we grew up with. But this is how it's going to be moving forward. It's very clear. So let her live her life. So what happens? You medicate her, and then what?
Then you make her life
she's just
better.
a zombie.
No,
she seems to be having a great time.
Hold
Everyone
on a
else
second.
is just in her business.
Hold on a second. How many people do you know that have some sort of issue for which they take medication? Those people, there are many people who take medication and they're doing just fine, and it doesn't turn them into zombies. For a lot of people, I think it improves their lives pretty drastically.
But what does she need medication for? Because her videos look
I don't
crazy?
know. I'm not the doctor. I'm not here to diagnose her.
She
I don't know
hasn't
exactly
shaved her head. She hasn't caused anybody physical harm.
She is clearly to me in the middle of some spiral, and
you take away her phone and no one would have that opinion.
Here's the problem with that, right? Here's the problem. Where are her kids right now?
Her kids are with
she doesn't have them
dad.
anymore, right? Kids,
they weren't taken away.
No, they don't want to be part of her life. Kids don't want to be part of her life right now. Everybody else in her life, she seems to have.
So medicate her, and then they're going to be part of her life.
No, if she gets her life together, I'm sure she can patch up some relationships that she's had with people. This is something that happens. When things start to spiral, there are people who fall out of your life, including your kids in many cases. And her kids have said as much publicly. I don't think they want to get into this that much, but and I don't blame them for that. If it was my mom, I'd be going through it. MFQ says, I'm with Sabrina. On what? That there's nothing wrong with Britney Spears here?
I didn't say that. So once again, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
You said leave her alone, essentially.
Leave her
This is how
alone.
she's
Yeah,
gonna be
everyone
now.
should leave her alone. The only reason why she's making headlines is so that TMZ gets everybody watching TMZ Live and their documentary they're going to come out with again. It's like, let the girl live her damn life. It's going to be weird.
Wait. It's not like she's doing this in private or something. She's posting all of this on her Instagram as it goes. That's
and
where
when
people are
before
pulling this
Instagram
from.
existed, none of her life was private.
Mm-hmm.
So just let her leave her be. She wants to do a weird ass dance and say some weird crap on Instagram. Let her do it. She's not harming anybody.
She's harming herself, and everybody can see it that's watching all of this. But when we see all of this happening, and we see these things posted on in public for everybody to see, you can do two things. You could just say, leave it alone, there's nothing wrong with this, or we should help this person. I think the right thing to do is try to help that person. We did this with Anna Nicole Smith, too, right?
That's so long ago.
Would you say
How
in the
did that
middle of
work
the
out?
Anna Nicole Smith thing, or just leave her alone, this is who she is now? You wouldn't say that. You would say Anna Nicole Smith is got problems
And then
now.
what happened?
She died, which is what is going to happen to Britney Spears. She's going to die. Her fans will be the ones who are responsible for her death when all of this comes down. And just mark my words, right? That's where does it head from here other than that? I think that's unfortunately where we end up
Baker
going.
act her.
Yes.
Once again, hold her against her will.
Yes.
Because she's what?
Because she needs help, because she's mentally ill.
Because she's posting some crazy crap on Instagram?
Yes.
How many
because-
mentally ill people that no one seems to... Kanye West, did we want to strap him up and give him the help that he
yes,
deserves?
yes,
No, we won't.
yes.
We're just going to keep snapping the pictures and giving him all the limelight that he wants.
No, I'd be super consistent about this.
There's no consistency. What are we talking about here? We have yet to talk about.
I'll explain. Hang on. What I'm saying is, I'll be super consistent on this. When I see mentally ill people on the street and nobody's helping them and they're screaming to the void, I want somebody to get that person and take them somewhere. And I want them to get help, right? Across the board, we do a thing now where we're like, if somebody's mentally ill, you don't do anything about it. I want them to proactively do things about it so you can help these people out.
And I
think
want to
that's
be
the other
clear
thing to
that
do.
I do not disagree with you in that sense. I think people that are mentally ill should get help.
You
But
just don't
also-
think she's mentally ill?
I think that she is going to be this way for the rest of her life. A lot has changed. She has been medicated for many years. All that information has come out already.
I don't
And after
understand
this-
that, though. I don't understand that. You think that she's going to be this way for the rest of her life?
Yes,
If it's-
man. There's no way we're ever going to get the Britney Spears that
that's
we
what-
knew growing up.
Hold on. That's what you would say about anybody who is mentally ill. You say they're going to be this way for the rest of their life, unless what?
I mean, I don't. What is help for Britney Spears at this point? We're talking about
to
Britney
take
Spears.
her-
Or are you going to umbrella this? Because there's a
apply it to
very big
everybody.
spectrum.
No, I would apply it
And
to
I love
everybody.
the idea that you're just like, well, if someone's screaming into the sky, then get them help. And you don't know what that means when they take them off the street and put them in a facility. What's the help there? Have you been in one of those places before? It could be nightmarish unless you have the money to back it up. Even if you do like Britney Spears, clearly it's not helping. So
I don't
let her
understand what you're
live
saying.
her life. Like, she is not. You say she's harming herself. She seems
She
to be
is.
perfectly fine.
No, she
Seems to be-
doesn't. We just
She-
fundamentally disagree on that. I just
Okay,
don't
great.
think that she's
I think that
fine.
we're also going to go nowhere with this conversation. We do have to go to commercial break.
That's fine. My point remains: if you have a problem with the facilities that we have in this country, hey, I'll fight right next to you to make sure that they're better and that they're not places where people are treated in a bad way. But when people are sick, they need help. And you can deny that people are sick, but I don't think that does anything. I don't think that it solves any problem out there. I really think you're seeing that on display here. And I wish that more people would be on board with being proactive about helping people in distress out. We drive right by them every single day. You'll see them on your way home today, and nobody does anything, right? You just say, they're not harming anybody. There's nothing bad happening here.
There's such
and
a
that's the way it
difference.
ends up.
That is not the statement I'm having for all mentally ill people. I just want to be very clear with that.
What's the difference then? Explain it to me.
I'm just talking about Britney Spears.
Okay.
Well, that's how this opened up. I'm not talking about all the mentally ill people that we see throughout our day as I'm going to be driving home.
That's the part that I don't understand. If you agree with what I'm saying,
I'm talking about Britney Spears.
Okay.
I'm talking about leaving
Follow me
Britney
for 1
Spears
second, and I'll
alone.
leave you alone. Okay. Follow me for 1 second, and I'll leave you alone. And I'll drop it. if you're talking about people in general and you're saying you agree, right? Which I believe is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
You're saying in general, if you help people out before there's a problem, why are you not applying that same thing? Why do you differentiate that with Britney Spears? You just don't think there's a mental health issue there?
I think that she is in a mental state in which it is going to be quirky and weird forever.
Okay, that's where we disagree.
Right. Okay. We'll have to agree to disagree at this point.
No, that's fine. We've just found the point of disagreement. I don't think that's good.
A huge advocate for mental health. And I think you know that off the air, what has been going on in my family's history, in which I would be.
No, I'm not suggesting that. We found the point of disagreement. The point of disagreement is that you don't think that she's actually in that position, and I disagree on that. We'll see what you think. You can join us on the show as always. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right there on the website. You can hit a record on a dispatch, or you can do a video dispatch. We've been liking those today. So do that over at thenewsjunkie.com and join us before we wrap things up today. When we come back, Sealand, you still with us?
Yeah.
Mommy and Daddy are done now, buddy. You can come out of the room.
Cool. That is literally actually what used to happen to me.
All right, you know what? Let's work in a dispatch.
Because we're going to get divorced, are you?
Contractually, we cannot.
We got 2 minutes, so let's do it. Here's Sabrina's left boob with a dispatch. It says this person is on Ozempic. So let's get some details.
I wanted to comment on the Ozempic information.
Okay.
So as someone that is taking Ozempic, you basically, it's a shot that you take every week, and it doesn't take away hunger, as Sean thinks it does. It just makes you feel full faster. And you still feel hungry, like the normal times that you usually do.
Oh.
You just don't have that food noise going on where you're craving snacks, you're craving sweets, you're craving something bad.
Wait, how do you separate those two things? She's saying
Ozempic.
you feel full, but you still feel hungry. Those are connected for me. Like the feeling of not being full, like is part of the hunger. I guess you have to be on the drug to actually understand what that's like.
I've woken up in the middle of the night though, and I'm like, I need half a Kit Kat right now.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that's what it would take away.
I literally...
Who craves half a Kit Kat?
Me last night.
You okay? You want to know? I literally got up last night in the middle of the night and almost ate half a Kit Kat.
What time? Because I did the same thing.
There's
half a Kit Kat in my fridge right now.
I have one in my
First of all,
pantry, and I walked in there and I looked at it and I stared at it and I was going to do it and then I stopped.
You did?
First of all,
yeah, I did.
What constitutes one Kit Kat? Is that the 4 bars?
I was going for 2 bars.
So 2 bars is half a Kit Kat.
2 bars, yes.
I did half a bar.
Half a bar?
Wow, that's nothing.
Right,
that's
but I just
barely
needed
wet
that.
in your beak.
I just did that, and that's all I needed, and I went back to sleep. The idea that I woke
did
up
half a bar is something that Xanax people say, not Kit Kat people.
at 3 o'clock in the morning out of a dead sleep, that's where you go half a bar.
I know. I will just sit there in the pantry,
pacing back and forth
in the dark, just spinning around, eating my Kit Kat, and
but
about
instead
all
we could
the
just jab ourselves with Ozempic.
Oh, it's the
no
good
Kit
stuff.
Kats.
Oh, let's finish this up. Hang on.
Kind of goes away or it diminishes a little bit. I still feel it sometimes. Definitely recommend it. I've lost about 6 pounds since I started it back in March. And
good for you.
But I've been on a calorie deficit at the same time. It just helps you not eat extra food all the time, and actually helps you eat regular amount of food and helps you just lose weight faster.
Amazing.
But yep, it's not a miracle drug, but it helps you have better control of what you eat.
Nothing's perfect, but it seems like it's a pretty damn good option for people who are really looking for some help.
Have they talked about the BMs yet? Are those any different?
I don't know that I've heard anything as a side effect for going to the bathroom with Ozempic.
The people that I know that have been on it have not had butt stuff. I mean, okay, all right.
Have the people you know personally, have they... you can finish that. Have the people you know personally had any side effects?
Just you get a little nauseous, I think, when when you first take the shot, depending on how big of a dose you're on. And then there's so you feel full. You feel full quicker.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's pretty amazing. It's that has really changed a lot of things. Okay, quick break. We'll get back and get into some of these last dispatches. We've got an orangutan that has entered the news in a viral way, so we must discuss what's happening with this, and we'll do all of that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a bit of commotion this afternoon. A couple accidents to watch out for. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 westbound to Maitland Boulevard. Earlier accidents, the Greenway southbound near Reinhardt Road, Severin Boulevard southbound at University Boulevard, and the shoulders are blocked northbound and southbound on Florida's Turnpike near Hancock Road. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1907 $10 gold Liberty coins has been found. These gorgeous 1907p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 100 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1907 gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1907 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 117 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3097. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $50 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3097 now to secure your 1907p $10 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-973-3097.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
When the optimistic Billy Halpern meets a suspicious end, authorities focus on an ex-cop turned criminal, but the investigation goes nowhere for decades. Listen to the podcast Cold-Blooded as two investigators uncover a shocking motive in the pursuit of justice for Billy Halpern.
He was good looking, he was funny, everyone liked him. It's just a shame that they took him from us.
Listen to Cold-Blooded on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Cold-Blooded to start listening.
Hey guys, don't be that dad without life insurance. When thanks to Ethos, you can be that great dad with life insurance to help keep his family living exactly like they do now, secure and protected in the event of the unexpected. With a fast and easy online experience, some policies as low as $1 a day and up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam, just a few health questions. Ethos makes getting life insurance protection hassle-free. E for easy, E for Ethos at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kid's day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I once timed who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
It's brand new, Season 2. I'm Marissa Thalberg.
And I'm Stephen Wolfadata, and we're excited to be back having bigger, bolder, and always real conversations.
Straight from the C-suite front lines of marketing, media, and more.
We have great friends joining from people you may know, like Wilmer Valderrama and Bobby Burke.
And people you'll want to know. So grab a coffee or, hey, even an Aperol Spritz and come join us on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Open your free iHeart app today and search brand new.
Morgan & Morgan, dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
On the show, getting more and more of these video dispatches, which I dig. Thank you for them. Have you ever seen in your life, C-Lane, an animal do something so amazing that it just like blew your mind? Like you thought, holy cow. And I didn't think animals were capable of operating on this level. I didn't think they were able to do this.
You know, I watched some videos recently about octopuses.
Uh-huh.
And like Mark Rober did he had an octopus and then he wanted to set it free.
Yeah.
And so that to make sure that it could hunt in the wild, that, you know, that was fine. It did like a whole obstacle course for the octopus. Those things are insane.
Isn't it wild? It's unbelievable.
But weirdly enough,
I'm surprised you don't have one, Sean.
I would never have one. I couldn't bring myself to having an octopus. Octopus brain would be like 1,000. The brain of the fish, like the trigger and the puffer in my tank, is like 8. They are not very smart.
Like, hi, happy to be here.
Yeah, basically.
Despite that, I still don't feel bad eating it.
Yeah. God.
Some people like they watched like My Octopus Friend or whatever that movie was called, and they watched the Mark Rober video, and they watch all these different, you know, how smart are the octopus kind of things, and they're like, oh, you know, I just can't bring myself to eat it anymore. I'm like, more for me. Let's do this.
I'll tell you, one of the things that blew my mind from an animal that I saw was the first time I saw video of a cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish? Never mind. Sorry. Can't help myself. Like, you can't say cuttlefish around me.
Oh, my God.
what they can do
Joking.
is stunning. It's just unbelievable.
Not as stunning as C-Lane's outburst just now.
Yeah. It's just like a knee-jerk reaction that he has to the word cuttlefish, it seems.
Cuttlefish.
I say all of this because an orangutan was seen doing something very, very abnormal for animals. And they said an orangutan was seen treating his wound with a medicinal plant. And you don't find this. This is the equivalent of animals using tools, which you do not see that often in the animal kingdom. You don't see a lot of animals using tools. Every once in a while, you see where they put something together and they're utilizing it to help them with a function that they want to do. And you're like, damn, that animal has just made a tool. And There's something that happens sometimes, and the only time this is really just blown me away was when I went to, I think it was the New Orleans Zoo, but they have many other places where you go to see the gorillas. And if you stand there long enough looking at the gorillas, and you get like a really good look at the face of the gorilla, and you watch the gorilla moving around enough, it's a weird feeling. You're like, that thing is not super far from me.
No.
It's like got a lot of the same stuff I have. And
I thought you meant
know.
you were just physically close to it.
Well, that too. But I think like when I look at certain animals, there's a level of how bad I would feel when I kill them. So if I see an ant around my feet and I stomp an ant, I really don't care that much. If I see a snail wandering in front of the door, I've stepped on their shells before and the things explode, and I'm like, don't really care. But the further along the animals get, the more, to me, it seems like killing a human being. And some of the apes are just crazy. And the fact that this can happen, like an orangutan was seen treating its own wound with a medicinal plant in the treetops of this rainforest in Sumatra, is pretty damn impressive. It's really something else.
That orangutan is going to teach the other ones how to do it.
Yeah,
if it all works.
So. Yeah, they spread that knowledge down the line, and then on they go. And man, some of those animals are something to behold.
But the cuttlefish, though.
The cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish.
Tanya says over on YouTube, if you stare at a gorilla in his enclosure and he is staring back, he will go nuts. It happened to me. I was like, whoa, do it again, LOL. So it
Cool
freaks
story,
out
bro.
if you sit next to it long enough?
Tanya wants to, I get it. You want to do it again because it's fascinating, but you're driving the gorilla nuts, man.
Yeah, the gorilla hates it. He's stuck in that enclosure. He doesn't want to do this.
But in the
thing.
wild, you are not supposed to look them in the eyes.
Oh, hell no.
Just
No.
do like the other tourists do it. Throw out a pack of cigarettes.
I know that when you see these animals and you see them like doing these very human-like things, it can have a pretty profound impact on you. One time I got a photograph at that same zoo in New Orleans of Courtney. She went over by the orangutans, and she was right by their enclosure. I was a ways away, and one of them came over, and he like put his hand up on the glass where she wasn't. She like put her hand up on the glass. Like they had like a moment together, and I'm watching them. I'm like, this is so weird.
And you're
all
like,
of
Courtney,
this
we
stuff.
got to go. And she goes, you leave. I'm
I'm
staying
done.
with the gorilla.
She would have stayed there as long as that thing stayed there. That orangutan was right up close and personal. And then once it finally leaves, you're like, okay, all right, I had that experience. Okay, let's do some final dispatches. In fact, we want to do more. We want to be able to do enough to really round out the show. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with it. We'll do the final dispatches. We'll do the stories that didn't make the cut. And, of course, we'll do Today I Learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That is all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on The Jim Colbert Show, we talk food with Fayez Carr and Primetime Kitchen. Candace will give us some rich tips, plus your choice of prizes for JCS Trivia. Plus, 4 shots at winning $1,000. And your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Here's your midday weather update from Fox 35. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner, and we've got a warm day today with highs around 90 degrees. Only an outside chance for a shower, especially around Lake County. Otherwise, next couple of days, very similar weather. Sunday, a slightly higher chance for an afternoon storm at 30% thanks to the sea breeze. Overall, a dry forecast. We need the rain. And next week, a heat wave is on the way with highs reaching the upper 90s to near 100 degrees by this time next week, really drying us out. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
It's the time of year when everyone is making plans to hit the road.
If you're gearing up to get outside, Amazon Automotive is here to help. Whether you're hitting the beach, the trail, or somewhere in between, you'll find great deals on parts and accessories for your car, truck, motorcycle, or RV. Simply visit us online to customize your vehicle with a wide selection of floor mats, bike racks, camping equipment, power sports, accessories, and more. Get going today at Amazon.com/automotive. That's Amazon.com/automotive.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, Chief Marketing Officer of Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us, but all of it's been extremely helpful, and we have seen a huge return on our investment. The methodology by which we're approaching audio and then seeing the real results with real numbers has helped us continue to invest moving forward. One of the things that's been really important for us is to see the extension of reach to new audiences that we could not really speak to before. We get about a 20% lift adding audio to our overall portfolio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a marketing company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
ePass saves you time and money on tolls. Plus, the sticker's free. Facts that Jen here didn't know.
Hey man, why are you dragging me into this?
Because you could be saving on tolls with a free ePass sticker.
Okay, I'll do it when I get home and maybe I'll win that $100 in free tolls.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that, Mr. Big Voice Guy? One person today, now through May 5th, will win $100 in tolls. Just sign up for a free ePass sticker at GetEPass.com.
See GetEPass.com for official rules and details.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Deep Cuts, a commercial-free station featuring deep album tracks from iconic artists. Just search Deep Cuts and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
The cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday. And we do stream the show live to a whole bunch of people over on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. We do not, however, stream the show on a website called kick.com, which is
K-I-K?
KICK.com.
Okay, all right.
It's like the most degenerate stream hub I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And it keeps getting worse. One of the ones I saw was one of their bigger streamers was driving around with this guy in his car. And the guy's whole gimmick was he just cuts in and out of cars in traffic and does it with a mask on and breaks all these laws. And is like, and they're just streaming this as he's going down the road. And they crashed. And he did a hit and run live on the stream on Kick. And I'm like, oh, this is okay. This is what goes on this platform. This is what happens over here. And then I thought I had seen it all until yesterday. I see a clip from this kid's Kick stream, and Degenerate Peak occurs. I can't play it because I curse in it, but I'm going to put it up on See It Now. So see just how ridiculous it is. It's this young kid. He's a teenager. My guess, 15 or something. I don't know. I'll send you guys the clip. You could tell me how old you think he is. But he's definitely not, like, he doesn't strike me as being 18 years old. He strikes me as being just a kid with one of these streams. And they got to do something to get attention, right? They got to do something to stand out. And he was launching his crypto coin. So it's this young kid here. I'm sending it to both of you right now. There it is right there. It's this young kid. And the person who is next to him on this broadcast is his mother.
All right.
And his mother is like flaunting her boobs and saying, like, you want to see these double D's and you got to buy the kid's crypto coin.
Oh, boy.
And, like, he's a kid, right? Like,
oh, wow. Yeah, she's grabbing them and
yeah. And I'm like, this is this kid's mom. What the hell is happening here?
What's happening is
money.
1,300 people are watching that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And we just see it all start to slip and fall apart. And you go, this kid.
His Twitch or his stream is called Live with Mom.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. That's the whole thing.
But it's all, oh my God, she just keeps doing the boob thing.
Isn't that uncomfortable?
Yeah, if that was my
That's
mom, I'd
super
be
weird.
extremely embarrassed.
I would too. I'd be horrified.
But
if that
he's
happened.
not even fazed by it.
No. He's got a
just
smile
reading
on
the
his
comments.
face.
He's like, all right, kid.
He's got a smile on his face because he's making money off some crypto coin that he's dropping. I'll put this up on See It Now, but God, I can't imagine that relationship with your mother. That seems very weird to
I'll
me.
come back to haunt him in 20 years.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to end up a good thing or not. Hang on. Kid streams with mom. There you go. And that is up over on See It Now. Go check it out on thenewsjunkie.com. It's time to get into the final dispatches, friends. And let's see, who should we start with here? All right, here's, you don't have anything for the final dispatches, do you, Celia?
Oh, wait. Oh, man. They've got all kinds of things in.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one. These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one of them.
Wait for the breakdown.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
Are
you able to download them?
Yeah.
All right, send me that one if you don't mind.
Gotcha.
And let's get to at least one so I could defy the odds here. Here's Deliverin' Seaman with the dispatch.
Britney Spears has always been in the public eye. From when she was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, is this frozen?
To when she was on tour with millions of people watching her. She grew up in technology, always in front of some type of camera.
This is in between a regular dispatch and a video dispatch. This is like a photo dispatch, technically.
She had, I gotta put this in that. She had a very public situation
No,
where
damn
she
it!
shaved her head off
Of all the ones that we need to be moving,
it's
He has
just
knives
frozen.
in his hands.
I was worried for her. She went through her family dispute, and now she is where she's at. And we see her on camera, which is very jarring to some people, what she does.
I don't know why it's not working for you. It's playing for me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Maybe I reloaded, but now I've played so much of it. I feel like I've screwed it up over here.
He's waving around knives like Britney Spears. I think you kind of get the point.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, mine still is frozen. I mean, my laptop is 1,000,000 years old. You know how it goes over here. This thing is not the most fantastic thing. Thank you, though, for that dispatch. Here is Hot Nut Slim Jim with dispatch.
Ew.
It says, just graduated college.
What's up, news junkies?
Hey.
Just started watching the episode from today.
The shirt
just graduated college.
Congrats.
Got some toothpaste on my lip. Anyway, just graduated college, and now I'm sitting on the back patio getting drunk by the pool.
Your
like
house,
that
your
movie,
parents.
The Graduate.
Nice. Congratulations, man. You did it. All right, there you go.
Well done.
In psychology.
Is that what he said?
No.
I don't know what he
didn't
graduated. One more. Here is Jackie Boy. This is my rigged air conditioner. Oh, is this just going to be the AC? Buddy, what happened here?
That's not a standard.
Oh, my God.
AC.
He just took an AC and then put like
Plastic
a plastic
bags
tube.
with duct tape. That's
he
trash
made-
bags with duct tape.
That is not safe looking.
Are those alligator clips?
I think so. This is a rigged setup, buddy.
Listen to the podcast Cold Blooded as two investigators uncover a shocking motive.
My God. Maybe we don't want to see into your worlds.
I've seen enough.
Oh, thank you for that, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jackie Boy. And now let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Here goes
This
nothing.
is the story. No, I don't have it.
They said the WNBA is under fire after Caitlin Clark is forced, it says, to fly commercial and have awkward interactions at the airport. This is, I guess, the way that a lot of WNBA stars fly. WNBA, they don't get a plane. They don't have enough money to get their own plane. That kind of sucks. The 20-1 long shot that could win the Kentucky Derby, rain or shine. There's a lot of people who are thinking that Sierra Leone could be the winner, or that Fierceness might be the
like
winner.
Door knock?
Door knock, I think, was the first one that was on the list. I think that's the big overall favorite. But that is going down this weekend, so enjoy the Kentucky Derby, friends.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Here we go. Today I learned this guy right here.
Elvis?
That'll be the day that I
Roy
died.
Orbison?
No, he died in a plane crash, this guy.
Oh.
Big Bopper?
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
It's Buddy Holly. Today I learned after the plane crash in which Buddy Holly died, the remaining members of his band continued the tour, which seems kind of brutal, but I guess the show must go on. What was the big show must go on? Oh, we were talking about the wrestling death the other day, where they kept going after that. The Hart
It was
brother.
like, that
ended
was
up dying.
awesome, but it's not moving during the commercial break.
It was not fake wrestling there. Today I learned 3% of people in the United States of America will have a psychotic break at some point in their lives, this says. This includes, hold on, that's text from a different Today I Learned. I'm not going to read you that. That's not related to it. Here goes this one. Today I learned this show.
Sesame Street.
That's right, Sesame Street. A lost episode of Sesame Street from 1976 that was reportedly removed from syndication for being too frightening to children. It resurfaced online in 2019. It starred Margaret Hamilton, who reprised her role as the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz. But they said kids found it very scary, and they banned that episode as a result. That's really a testament to the Wicked Witch of the West, though.
And Margaret Hamilton.
Yeah, but now kids-a-days, it doesn't scare them at all.
No.
A lot scarier things out there.
Yeah, they got all kinds of scary
like
812s.
401k.
Oh, it's just frightening stuff everywhere. Taylor, in the United States of America, 60 people die from walk-in freezer accidents per year. And finally, today, learn the person who wrote this song. Right back to where we started from. Yes, the singer of this song, Get Right Back to Where We Started From, was paid only $100 to sing this song, even though it's now iconic. Maxine Nightingale is her name, if you're not familiar. This from the fantastic soundtrack of Guardians of the Galaxy. Just chock-a-block full of hits. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back on Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Go get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you next time.